Happy Sunday and welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well on this holiday edition of DoorDash Drivers Live. If I can get a thumbs up in the chat, make sure you guys could hear and see me okay. And if you're out working, I hope you're making money and I hope you're being safe. We have some topics tonight, a special guest that we'll have on in about 15 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less. Let me see. We got thumbs up in the chat yet? Let me see. All right. Got the notification, says Frugal G. All right. What's up, Lynn? Bud Soda. Let's see. What's up, Luis, the Driven Dad? First, Pedro, how's it going tonight? How's everyone else going? Mr. J. I see some thumbs up. What up, Mary? Appreciate all you guys being in here. Gig Wars officials. Craig, Nate in the house. Cowboy Courier, Juan. My man, Hockey PNC. Always good to see you, brother. April, B. Steve, Eric, Michael, Kimberly, Adam, Chelsea. Gigwise, what's up? My brother from St. Louis. UDM delivers. What's up, my man? How are you? Dad Dash, delivering with Ellen. Always a pleasure, no matter Giggy. Come on. Okay, so first, let's get into the topics. Well, let's not get into the topics yet. First, I hope you got your broccoli like UDM. I hope you got some popcorn. Listen, this stream will not be like the last two. I want to get that out the way because I want to be honest with you. Like, this isn't a drama stream. But I do have some information to share. I'm going to challenge some individuals, but this isn't going to be. The last 2 weeks have been bananas. They've been crazy. They were needed, and that's why I did them. And I'm not saying we won't go down that path, but once we hit October 1st, I'm done. I've already cleaned out the closet. There's still some things in there, some clothes. There's some dirty ass shoes in the closet. There's a dress from 19 whatever. There's a wig. There's like an old leather jacket. There's still things we need to clean out, but we ain't gonna necessarily do that tonight. And once we get October 1st, it's back to the regularly scheduled program, okay? But I do want to offer some suggestions, some input tonight about the DoorDash app and what information you can get and how that could be useful. And I'm going to auction off my information at a price to help appease some of the people that are in the closet. We're also going to have a special guest. Mr. John Billings will be on our show for the first time. We're going to talk about him celebrating 1K subscribers, which I think he did just in the last week or so, maybe two. But I feel like it's been a week or 10 days. He could talk about that. As a content creator, when you hit 1K, it's a big deal. And all you content creators know that are out there that have been able to do that or are reaching or aspiring to do that, or maybe you did it. It's a really cool thing, right? And we do give shout outs on this channel. It's been a few weeks since I've recommended or featured some channels. So we're going to talk to him tonight. He made an interesting video that I saw a couple weeks ago. I think that helped him, but I think it's good. I like that he made the video, and we'll get into that a little bit, I think, today as well. That's part of the mending defenses kind of part that we have on the description of the video tonight. So really excited about having John on tonight. Really, really excited. I want you guys to go check him out after you hear him come up on the screen and check out some of his videos. He's trying some things, so I want him to talk about that with us as well. I've been seeing some videos he's made in the last week. Interesting stuff. We're going to talk about the DoorDash data reports. Some of you that are here know about this already, right? You know that you could actually have access to your reports from DoorDash. And it took me literally, after I requested it, it was less than 5 minutes that they sent me my information. So I'm going to put some of that up at some point tonight, actually very soon, and I'm going to auction that off because I'll get into that in a second. And I believe the second topic, Top Dasher earnings. So I ended last month 72%, I think, organically, naturally. And I also get the Dash Now with the Shop and Pay. So either way, I'm going to have Dash Now because Top Dasher, that's the only benefit. DoorDash does tell us that you get more orders. I think that's what it says. More orders or priority on orders, or I think it's more. I think that's the word they use. You guys correct me in the chat or amongst yourselves. So and I do think there could possibly be truth to that. Doesn't mean they're better orders, but as a gig hustler, I want more opportunity. And if it's trash, you don't take it. And if it's good, you do. I want opportunities to hit my phone regardless of the app. I will share one little Instacart trick I learned actually a couple of months ago, and I had forgot about it and started using it this week. We'll talk about that. And then I'll have the StreamYard link open, looking for any and all people to come up. John will be our first special featured guest. And then after that, if other people want to come up, I will make the StreamYard link pinned available for you guys if you want to talk about those topics or if you have some questions. So first, let's get the Instacart thing out the way. If you're an Instacart shopper, you might know this. And if you're DoorDash, you might know about the DoorDash thing I'm going to share with you guys. But knowledge is power. A lot of new people come here every day. So if you know about it already, don't beat me up in the comments. It's all good. Instacart. When you're doing a batch, I'm going to put a short out that'll probably come out on tomorrow or Tuesday. I knew I had heard about this, but I never really utilized it because I've been doing a lot more Instacart the last month or so. And it's been really good. Combining it with DoorDash is really, really, I don't have a lot of downtime, and not having a lot of downtime is really good. So when you're looking at an Instacart batch, let's visualize. Close your eyes. For all you Instacart shoppers out there, think about it. It's busy. It's whatever, 10:30 in a Costco parking lot. It's Saturday or Sunday afternoon. It's busy, right? I thought my family was coming down. Okay, babe. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot. All right, thank you. All right, so you're looking at an Instacart, and there's like 6 or 8 batches, and you have to scroll to see them, and it's like, oh man. And with Instacart, you gotta accept these mofos quick because they go away quickly, right? So there's a little feature in the app. You could, and listen, I might get clowned in the comments. I don't care. Some of y'all gonna know it. Some of y'all aren't gonna know it. It is what it is. But if somebody always has to tell somebody something, right? So there's always like that. You always learn somehow. And I hope one or two of you can use this to your benefit because I used it this week and it was actually a little bit more. It was better, less stressful, right? You're looking at the Instacart offer, and with your finger you just slide to the left, and there's a little hide icon. You click on hide, it goes away. So that if you have 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or whatever offers at one time, hide the ones you don't want to see so that you just leave the good ones there, or you're hiding the ones that you don't want to see so that when the next good one comes in, it's not buried and you got to scroll and maybe you miss out on that opportunity. So next time you're doing Instacart, slide that order you don't want to, that you're not going to take, slide it over to the left on your screen, hit hide, it goes away. And then there's like a little hide queue, and you can always go back to it if you feel the need to. But it allows your interface of your phone to look cleaner. There's less clutter, there's less there. With Instacart, the matter of seconds can make a big difference from you getting that batch or not getting that batch. And the less scrolling you have to do, the better. So just a little Instacart tip from an Instacart people out there. Hit the thumbs up for your boy, Mr.BetonYou. So what up, Hannibal? I see Brash Dasher in the house. Cody, did anybody not know that? I want to pause for a second. I want to see if that was actually helpful information or if am I just talking shit? Let me see. No, never hide. Let it boost. I disagree with that, Bud Soda. If there's not something good at face, the boost, it's not going to go up. It'd have to go up for me most of the time a lot for me to even consider it. I'm lost. So stressful. Oh my God. Yeah. I hear you. We're going to chill after tomorrow. Hold on. Did anybody get anything from that? I didn't go. Let's see. Instacart a lot. Not all markets have hide yet. Oh, it's interesting, Frugal D. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's good advice. Okay. I didn't know that it wasn't everywhere. Sorry, not sorry. Thumbs down on that advice. It's all good, man. It's all good, Bud Soda. Listen, you're the let's not even get into the Bud Soda stuff right now because he's going to start talking about stacking and routing Instacarts with DoorDash and taking them to the base. And, I know he's smiling right now. All right. So that was reminded of me this week, and it's actually can be quite helpful in my opinion. So what happened to Valdesat's voice? Have no idea. He's somewhere in a car with water in it, I think. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry, Valdesat. How are you, my friend? All right. So let's get right into, before we bring John up, I want to talk about the DoorDash report that you could get with your phone. Okay, so I want you guys to take your phone out. And there's 2 reasons why this might be valuable for you, right? Crunching your numbers can be very important. You guys know I use the Solo app. I have a partnership deal with them. They help you track your mileage, which is invaluable. You need to track your mileage, your business and your personal, sort it through. That's a really good feature in the app, right? But what you can get from DoorDash, so if you open up your DoorDash phone and you click on, I think it was accounts maybe. Yes. And then you go to settings. No, hold on. You go to, hold on, where was it? Hold on. I found it. I did it. I literally did it early. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm trying to find out where I actually found it. Hold on. But so does in the chat. I know he knows where to find it. Where was that earlier? Let me see. I think it is settings. Manage account. So go to settings, manage account, and then you're going to click on, there we go. So you guys can see that, right? I'm going to pull up a screen here in a second. Let me do it right now. So I'm going to be auctioning off my data. Woo, Pedro, you're fucking nerd. You're crazy, bro. Not my personal information. But what you could do in the app is when you hit this button, it says you can make a request. And then I got it within like 5 minutes. And you could download your archive data. So it showed me my first delivery was, I forgot. It was in March of 2021 or 2020. Hold on. 2020. I think it was March of 2020. First delivery from Louisiana Fish. And then like the second one was like Wingstop and Cafe Mochi. And it tells you the time that the order was put in. It tells you the time that you like accepted it. And then the time that you delivered it. Right. And then it will tell you the item count. It'll tell you the subtotal, not what you got paid, but the subtotal of that order from DoorDash. So I say this for really a couple of reasons. Obviously, DoorDash is collecting a lot of our data, right? Let me get off the screen real quick. They're collecting a lot of our data, which, it is what it is. I really don't have issues with it. I mean, our phones are walking, the eye in the sky is listening, okay? If you got an Amazon Echo in your house, if you have a smart TV, we all have smartphones. We are being listened and watched. It is what it is. That is just a fact, right? So a company collecting data and GPS points and this and that on me, it is part of the TOS. You sign into that agreement. I don't care. I say that because there's some questions about the week that I made $2,000 in 4.5 days. It was part of the Gig Wars official app. Red's in here. Cray Cray's in here. I sent my screenshots to Cody. I think Cody might be watching. He's the accountant of the Gig Wars official app. And it was great. All I did was work more. I just worked in the mornings and I worked late night. So I worked more. That's why I made more money. At that point, I didn't know about no glitch or nothing like that. But there's people still talking about it. So I bring that up because when I go into my Dasher app, I can't go back to look at my active time and online time to pull up those numbers. I know I made some videos, so I think those videos are there as a documentation of that. But I pulled my data today from DoorDash, and I'm able to see every order I've accepted, the timestamps. If anybody wants to take the time to cross-reference my videos with that data that I have, okay, I'll call DoorDash and even get more. I'm putting it up for auction. You can email me. I know this is funny for some of y'all, but listen, I'm cleaning the closet out. Where's it? There. I'm cleaning the closet, and I got receipts for days. So you guys can email me, and I will send that to the highest bidder, okay? So you can have access to every order I've done. I got nothing. I mean, it's public. I mean, it is what it is. Where's my email? Did I take it off? Okay, I'm going to put my email up here right now. Actually, it's in my About page, but I'm going to type it in for you guys, okay? Because transparency is important. And Mr.BetonYou1@gmail.com. But I want to give another reason why I think this information might be helpful for some of you guys. So I'm going to auction this off. The bidding starts at $500. So if anybody is still thinking that there's some shady things going on in the gig community with content creators, I'm going to give you access to every order that I've accepted. And I'll even go deeper and give you more information. $500. So you guys get out of the closet, pull your money together. I think there's about only 5 of you guys in that community. $100 a piece ain't a lot. And I will give you exclusive access to any information you want. And you can dissect it and cross-reference it. Look at timestamps of acceptance and this and that. You can do all that stuff. DoorDash has our data, clearly. And if there's anything you want to know about your account, I think DoorDash has that there. So I'm willing to get all the access to you guys. The bid starts at $500. Thank you. Now, I will say this, and you can email that right there. Email me $500. You can Cash App, PayPal. I got Venmo. I got everything under the sun. You could send me money, cash money via a parrot or a bird. You could put it in a mailbox, whatever you need. $500 is the minimum, and I will give you that data. What a nice guy, right? Okay, so another reason I bring that up before we bring John Billings up here in a moment is because you could use that as knowledge for yourself. That data actually comes in what looks like an Excel kind of spreadsheet file form. You could copy, paste, click, search for 1 month versus another month, and you could really dissect that info if you want. I'm not going to do that necessarily, but if you're a DoorDash driver that's wondering about that, if you're struggling, you want to know month to month, year to day, how did I do this summer compared to last summer? That information is there on some levels, right? If you want to see some trends of certain things, like there's some information in there. It's not like a whole lot, but I think some of you guys that really like the numbers and like to see the times and man, how many times have I been to Wingstop? You could filter all that stuff out. You could see in your market the orders you've accepted. What are your top 5 restaurants? Now, most of us should probably know that, but maybe you don't. Maybe seasonally it changes. You could filter that information on your own once you get that report and say, man, okay, my top 5 are these. This is where I'm making my money. Okay, well, holidays are coming up. Maybe I need to take care of those people. Give them a little Starbucks gift card, throw them a $10 bill. Like, this is where I'm doing most of my business. The last year, the last month, the last summer, whatever. Paying it forward and investing in your business as a delivery driver is invaluable. That is a little bit of, you could look at that. It might take you 20 minutes, 30 minutes to decipher some of that. And now you have more knowledge on how to work your zone, where you're making your money. It's very, very, very easy. So DoorDash, I'm not sure about other apps, has that within the app. You request it, you get it. $500 if anybody wants to see my information. And I'll dig even deeper and give you more. And you guys could dissect it, cross-reference it versus my last videos. $500. Giving you guys an opportunity, but it's not going to be for free. Okay, so Top Dasher earnings. In St. Louis, I've seen a flux of like, there's sometimes I feel like there's a benefit. There's sometimes I think there isn't. Obviously, the Dash Now feature is great. It's another thing that's invaluable, in my opinion. You have to do what works for you. I never say we should be taking $2 and $3 orders to get that's just not what I believe in. Others might do that if that works for them and they're seeing positive, profitable results. It's all good. It's all good with me. There's no issues, right? But I will say, I think I'm definitely seeing a lot less of those crappy orders being in a diamond zone with an AR that sits between 60. I think it got to 62% this week. And right now it is sitting at, I'll show you guys real quick before we bring John up. It was 62 was at the lowest point it got to. 75 is where we're sitting at right now. 75. So, and that's about kind of, I'll get into the 82, 83 range. Doesn't really go much higher. Maybe 85 I hit a couple of weeks ago, and then you get a run of bad orders and it goes down. And then if I'm out at night, I've been working more night shifts, or if you get a run of like good shopping pays where the cash flow is good, I'll accept 6 or 7 deliveries in a row because they all look good and it'll go up a few points, right? So it's somewhere within that 18 percentage points range for me. And I see benefits of it. This week we made $1,152, 720 something or 730 on DoorDash, and then 400 and something on Instacart. Didn't do any Uber, didn't do any other app. So not bad. We worked 5 days. We worked 35 hours, or 36 hours. Pretty good. So those are some of the topics tonight. Let me read the chat a little bit, see if you guys had any questions about something I said before we bring John up. Mr. John Billings, if somebody can put a link to John's channel up, I'm actually going to put let's see. Somebody wants to drop a link to John's channel. Somebody do that. I know you guys are really good about that. John Billings. UDM Delivery says, in my area, my range is usually 70 to 85. Yeah, and that's about where I'm at. I had a run this, it might have been Wednesday, and it was between 2 and 4. And in St. Louis, between 2 and 4, I get decent shopping pay sometimes, but there are times I'll get 6 to 9 orders in a row, and they're all declines because they're just trash. They're just trash, and you just can't. I literally can't. I just will not. I refuse to take them. And because I'm waiting on an Instacart or on whatever, right? And I keep the DoorDash app on while I'm doing Instacart if I'm in an Aldi. Because if I'm in an Aldi doing an Instacart and DoorDash, this has happened several times in the last couple of weeks, like 5 or 6. and I'm in Instacart shopping, and I'm even at the beginning or the middle or towards the end, they'll send me a DoorDash for the same Aldi for like 5 items or even 10 items going in the same direction for 18 bucks. You best believe I'm taking that. So I leave my DoorDash app on while I'm doing Instacart because I'm doubling my money sometimes. And I'm at the place already. It's only going to take me maybe another 5 minutes to shop those 5 items and bag it, or 10 items, because I'm already in that store. Aldi, my Aldi's like literally 4 aisles, very small. I know where every single item is. Every item I know, unless it's Aldi find, I know where every item is in that Aldi. I can shop a 50-piece Aldi, and I've done it in like 17 minutes, and I've shown that on this channel. 15 to 20 minutes max, and then another 3 minutes to check out, 3 minutes to bag it. All these trips are pretty low mileage. You're talking 5 minutes to 7 minutes drive time. You're talking $15 to $30 in 30 to 40 minutes. I'll do those all day long. Anyways, I'm rambling. But I keep it on. So while I'm keeping it on, I have to decline the trash sometimes. This is part of it, right? Okay, so gig-wise, what do you mean? Listen, bro, meet me at Aldi, man. Aldi expert. Yes, facts. The Aldi on Gravois, gig-wise, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I can shop 50 items in 15 minutes or less very easily. Because you got to remember one thing about Aldi. John, I got you. You're coming up in a second. Most people order bananas from Aldi. Or most grocery orders have bananas and produce. Would you agree? Banana on Aldi's, if it's 5 bananas, that's 5, not 1 item, right? So if it's 10 items, or if it's 50 items and 5 of them are bananas, I only got 45 more. Then I'm going to get some bread, raspberries, blueberries, spinach, boom, boom. That's literally 10 seconds because all those things are right there, right? A bag of apples, a bag of oranges. I'm going down. I'm grabbing 2 things of chips. I'm grabbing eggs. I'm grabbing a thing of milk. I'm usually grabbing sour cream, yogurt. I'm grabbing some rice, some cereal. I'm going to the frozen. I'm grabbing some. It's very easy. If you are afraid to do the shopping pace, I want you to open your mind up a little. And I'm challenging you now that school's back in session. If you don't have a red card, reach out to DoorDash. Go to the DoorDash app. You can buy a red card from DoorDashShop.com, I think is what it is, or whatever. If you Google DoorDash Shop, it'll pop up. It's a free. Just try it. Some of you guys are missing out on opportunities because you're lazy and you don't want to shop. And I get it. But I'm speaking to the ones. If you're not making good money with DoorDash, why don't you try something different? Because the hours between 2 and 4, some of you might go home. Great. Some of you might sit in your car and you're thumbing through 8 declines. Great. Some of you, you're not making money at all. You might sit in your car. I know many of you guys that during from 2 to 4, you sat in your car for an hour and made $0. Every single person in this chat, that's happened to them at least once. If you have the shop and pay opportunities, right, during those slow times, why not do 10 items for 15 bucks? It's going to take you about the same amount of time to do that as it is to do another order, because most orders take 15 to 18 minutes. If the mileage is low, a lot of people that order from Aldi where I live, they live very close to that store. They just want convenience. If y'all don't get on the damn red cards, I'm telling you, if you're not making money, try something different. Let's bring up Mr. John Billings. And if I have any takers, if you want my DoorDash data, my report that I got today, $500 starting an auction. I put my email up earlier. Full transparency. The closet will be cleaned out by October 1st. The clowns are on a timer and it's tick-tocking away. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Your time's up. I'm trying to help you guys, but it seems like it's a lost cause at this point. The clowns took over. The patients took over the insane asylum for a couple of weeks on the live show and then on YouTube, right? But we'll get everything back to normal. We'll get them back in the straitjackets. They'll go back in their beds, and we'll be able to proceed with the regularly scheduled program. But if you guys can come up with $500, I'll sell you my data. All right. Without further ado, what a crappy segue. But I want to bring my man John Billings up here, and we're going to talk a little bit. All right. Let's see here. Aldi expert. Yes, I am an Aldi expert. What up? Am I losing touch with reality? Jesse, I hope you weren't talking to me. I'm completely fine. Thank you. All right. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm trying to find the... What's up, Trader? How you doing, man? Mr. Flex, there you go. Yeah. Nah, bro, your report is like, I don't want to, it might crash my phone. The file's too big. I'm not doing that. All right, so let me go ahead and get, yes, listen, listen, I'm always about that money. You heard that, right? He said Pedro is in the Illuminati. I wish. Listen, if the Illuminati called me, I would at least take the call, or I'd take the meeting and at least want to hear what they'd have to say. You don't turn down things like that, okay? All right, let's bring up our man, John Billings. Everybody give a round of applause to John Billings. All right, give a round of applause in the chat. Hold on, let's see. There he is. John,
hey, can you hear me?
Say something. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Fantastic.
I appreciate you taking time out of this Labor Day weekend. I know you got a family, right? You got a little kid, don't you, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Man. Congrats. How old is he or she?
He is 18 months now.
Oh, wow. So my daughters turned 2 in July, so they're pretty close in age, just a few months. Wow. So that's awesome. How was life as a dad?
It's rough. No, it's good. I love seeing all the little moments of him learning all the new things and stuff, but it does get tough.
No, it's not supposed to be easy being a father, but it's awesome, man. Glad to hear it. So first off, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, man. When did you hit it? What day did you hit that?
I believe it was Monday of last week.
Okay. And how was that? How'd you feel when that happened?
It was awesome. I think that's the biggest milestone for any creator to hit, is that 1,000 subscribers is the hardest part to get.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think some of us might get lucky and stuff, but like it's a grind to get to 1K. And what I've seen with other channels is you get there and then the subs will start to climb at a better rate than they were, let's say 6 months prior, right? So hopefully you kind of have that experience and it motivates you and you can monetize and make money for what you're doing already, which would be nice, right? When you got a family, even if it's just a few $100, man, that's fantastic, right? So congratulations on that. So first, I want to get into the last few videos. I see you're doing the glitch heard around the world. You're raising that AR. Like, talk about that to my audience a little bit. What you've experienced while you're doing it. Let's talk about that for a little while.
Okay, so I tried 2 days, or I made 2 videos on it. One day, or the first day I did it, I didn't see very many good offers. Mm-hmm. It did a lot worse. And the second day, it did really good in the higher acceptance rate mark. But for me, I find that it's a lot more work to use the glitch rather than just getting your acceptance rate up naturally. And that's what I normally do. So
you'll normally you just like, okay, you might have a day where you're like, I'm going to take everything or everything that's reasonable. But you're saying when you tried the glitch, it was like more work. In what way? Like, describe that.
Well, it's just more frustrating to have to get in the app, close the app. Like, it's just a lot more steps than what you normally have to do to decline the orders and stuff.
Versus just hitting accept, decline, and whatever else.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't feel like you didn't make more money using it necessarily?
No, not really. It's probably around the same for me.
Are you on like the catering program, the large order program, or not in your market?
Yeah, I have large order program.
You do? How many of those do you get like on a week? Is that something you get a lot of those, or?
I probably get 3 or 4 a day, I think.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I get them pretty good.
I'm still not on it. I haven't called as many times as I should probably. All my numbers match, but maybe when I call, they just told me that basically there's not a need, or they'd let me know when there's a need and they'd send me an email, but I've gotten nothing. So it is what it is. So
yeah, I signed up for the wait list and got on like a month later. So I don't know what's going on with yours.
Yeah. So what market are you in? Remind us.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay. Utah. So would you say that is a big market, small market?
I do pretty good, around $150 a day. I'm in about 6 hours.
Now, do you have any other apps, or is it just DoorDash?
I have recently, the past couple months, I've been doing mostly DoorDash, but I do have all the other gig apps. Basically, any app you can think of.
Yeah,
I'm on there.
What? Which one do you like? Which one do you prefer in Salt Lake City?
DoorDash is the best over here.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the busiest for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, UDM is here, and I saw a live he did where he was like, "What's going on with John and Pedro?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know," and he made it. You know, he was really cool about it, right? And he didn't know you and I had a correspondence already on Instagram, and but I thought it was a good idea. First, I want to bring you up to congratulate you, but also talk about like content creation and why we make certain videos and when we should respond, and you know the mindset that we're in when we decide to make one. You know. And now that you're hitting that 1K, you know, you're going to get more eyes on your channel. You're going to have people coming at you in a negative or positive way. I'm sure you've experienced some of that already, right? So like, are you ready for that? Is that something that you think about, or do you just make videos and you're not really worried or concerned about what people might think?
I don't really care about what people think. I've gotten a lot of good comments and bad comments, but it doesn't faze me when people leave bad comments on my channel.
Yeah.
Because it's just people behind a computer, and they're not face to face. So
that's a good point. Plus, these aren't people we know. We don't know. You know what I mean? And even if they might have a picture or not a picture, you have no idea who that person is and how they're feeling when they left that comment. And I've always kind of thought like when people are commenting, any kind of engagement is a good thing for a channel because it helps with the impressions. It helps with you getting your good channel out there, and you want to have that kind of stuff, you know. But I did want to publicly say when I saw the video that you made, I was like, huh, it made me think. That's the first thing. I was like, damn. And I went back to like my Instagram because we were talking on Instagram. And for those of you that don't know, what we're referencing is, you know, John and I were supposed to kind of do a collab. This was probably over a year, maybe a year ago or so. And John had reached out to me about doing a collab. I've collabed with some people, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. We should do that. I love to do that. And I just spaced out and like forgot. We had some correspondence on it. So you want to tell them about the video a little bit and like how you feel now after you've made it? Do you think that was like a benefit? Do you think it was good or bad? Because I do want to say like I should have, you know, I felt bad when I saw the video. I wasn't even mad, you know. I felt bad that I made you feel that way, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So back in March, I reached out to you wanting to do the challenge, and you said you would do it. And then a few weeks later, I messaged you again and asked you, hey, are you still interested in the challenge? And you said you were. And then you said, let's have a call Monday or something like that. So I waited for Monday, nothing happened. And I was like, well, he's probably just busy. So I waited a few weeks again, reached out, and I don't remember if you responded then or not, but then there was a 2-month period where you didn't respond. So I was like, I'll just leave it at that. And then I recently had started getting family members and friends asking me, hey, are you still going to do that challenge with Pedro? And I had told them, oh, he's probably busy. But deep down, I felt like, oh, this challenge is probably never going to happen. And I just wanted to make a video for my audience so that none of my audience was wondering, hey, John said he was going to do this challenge and he's not doing it with Pedro.
Yeah. That makes sense. I think it's smart for you to owe it to your audience, because if they're asking you, hey, were you just making that up? Were you doing it for clout? Like, and that wasn't the case. So I think now that makes sense to me, you know? I think at some point we'll have to do something. I kind of consider this a little bit of a collab, right?
Yeah.
You know, so this is nice to have you on the show. What are some of the things people could look for on your channel? Like if you had to describe your channel to somebody, obviously we make gig content, we do challenges or we experiment, it's right along, but what would you say, is there anything that separates your channel from maybe the other ones?
I think I'm probably the same as most gig tubers. I just do my ride-alongs and add my own personal touch to each of the ride-alongs. And I do try to reach out and do challenges with people. So if they're willing to do the challenges, I'll put that on my channel too.
Yeah. Were you part of the one with, I saw one, it was almost like an amazing race. Were you in that one?
I wasn't in that, no.
Okay, that was Trevor and somebody else, maybe Alex. I saw that. I thought that was pretty interesting. Is there any challenges that you've been a part of, or ones that you're going to be a part of soon that my audience could be looking forward to?
Yeah, actually, tomorrow I'm filming a challenge with Where's Your Next. He's a guy in Utah, so we're we're gonna do a video on that.
Okay.
See whose market is better.
Okay.
He's in Tuella and I'm in Salt Lake. So
is it going to be a one-day challenge, or do you guys film for the whole week, or?
It's just a one-day challenge.
One day. Okay. And how often are you dropping content over there on your channel?
Every Tuesday and Thursday is what I try to do.
Tuesday, Thursday. Got it. And do you, you got a GoPro? Do you use your phone? Like, what's your process look like?
I have a $400 camera that I use to film my stuff. So I invested in myself early.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you take that camera, go to the laptop, edit it all together, all that stuff?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. How long, what's the longest you've taken to edit a video? I've heard some stories where people are like crazy hours. Like, have you had that kind of experience or not?
I think my challenge that I did with Welty was the longest one. That was about a 3 or 4 hour edit, I think. So
yeah.
Not
Shout out to Welty. Welty's cool, man. He's doing some good things over there as well. I love the music, the raps he does. I think those are his best because they're funny, because he's got some good little bars in there, and you can tell that he's really thinking about it, So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Anything else you'd like to say to the audience about anything you got coming up or anything like that?
I would just like to say that video wasn't to put Pedro down. It did come out around the exact same time that all this glitch stuff was happening, and I did not mean to put it out at that same time. I just put it out when I guess I was just in my feelings and put it out at that same time that everybody else was putting it out.
Hey man, there's no hard feelings. I didn't, like I said, when I watched it, I wasn't mad. I was like, damn. It made me think. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I gotta, because I'm somebody that I don't want to ever like overcommit and under deliver. And I feel like I definitely did that with you, right? I overcommitted to something and I didn't deliver on it. So that's on me as a man. Like, that's just 100% on me. So when I saw it, it reminded me of all that. I was like, yeah, I should have handled that better. So publicly, I apologize for that. I got no ill will on the video at all. We've talked about it already, on Instagram. And I wish you the best of luck and congrats on 1K, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon, brother.
You too. Bye.
All right, Mr. John Billings, go check him out. Go check him out. All right. Let's see who we got buzzing in the chat tonight. I'm going to check my email to see if anybody has sent me and wants to get that data. And they got to send me $500. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, is that the Trevor Delivers? It's on this channel. Okay. Pedro, FBI is here. Pedro, pimp slap Eli. I don't know who that is. Nothing but silicone. Okay. Hey, Pedro, just got in. Love you and family. Charlene, what's up? What's up? The review. What's up, April? I see you. What up, Pia? Always good. Eric, what up? The Jaded Driver Agent 2.25 is looking for you. Is he? What's up, Jaded? How you doing? What's up, Roy? Does he have to give 10% of his DoorDash to the Norman Church for people? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Who else we got up in here? Gig Wars, hockey. All right. Leo. Let's see. Good night, UDM. Appreciate you stopping in, showing support. Qualia, how are you? Always a pleasure. So let me check my email. I want to check my email. What's up? Delivering with Taz. What's up? Is that Yost? What up, Yost? How you doing, brother? All right, let me check my email. I want to see if somebody emailed me yet, taking me up on my offer. I'm selling my DoorDash data for $500. That's the auction price to begin with. Don't have any emails yet. Okay, guys. It's going to cost you. Sorry. I do enough for free every day. So, all right. Let's see. Garden State. What's up? Pedro, check out my FBI short about you. Agent 2.5 is on the way. Let me ask y'all a question. Did you guys think that was a funny video? What did you think of the video that I posted on, I think it was Friday? Me running from the FBI. It was a short little video, 3 minutes. Obviously, it's satire. Is that what you call it? Or comedy or a parody? I'm making fun. Put a 1 if you thought it was funny. Put a 2 if you thought it was bad. You won't hurt my feelings. I want to see what you guys got to say. And I'm going to open the StreamYard link up in a minute. 1. Okay. I was cracking up. All right. 1. Okay. 1. Gig Apps Exposed says 2. How you doing, Brian? Do you want to come on the show? I'm putting the StreamYard link up. You got a lot on your mind. Give us an FBI update. 111 3. What's 3? Is that like the other option? Like, yeah, mid. It was man. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Delivering with Taz. What's up? The nice variety. What up? When I was working that day, I was like, you know what? I want to have fun today. I want to make a fun video. I want to make fun of myself. I want to make fun of other people. I was like, I'm just gonna make a fun video, and I thought it was pretty good. It was short. You know, I just thought, I mean, come on. I'm running in the alley. I got the cop sirens behind me. I hop out the whip. I'm like, y'all ain't getting me. I mean, y'all know. If you're here live, you probably watched the video. I thought it was pretty funny. I made myself laugh, and you can call me corny. It's fine, but I thought it was pretty good. So I think there's some people that might want to come up. We got some topics. We can talk about Top Dasher if you want. Are you Top Dasher? Do you think it makes a difference? We don't have to spend, but if you want to talk about it, we can talk about that. DoorDash experience, Top Dasher, is there a benefit? We can talk about the DoorDash data. Did you know that you can ask DoorDash for your data of the orders that you've accepted with the timestamps, the valuation of it? It could be interesting. You could formulate that data and turn it into knowledge for yourself. I think a lot of you guys probably know you could do it. Maybe a lot of you guys didn't know you could do it, right? It could be useful. Knowledge is power, right? Numbers are numbers. Numbers are black and white. Numbers don't lie, right? And I'm selling my data for $500 minimum. It's the starting price, $500. Okay. So anybody that wants to take Pedro DoorDash Santiago down, it's going to cost you money, but I'll give you the tools to put in the basement. You can put it on a whiteboard. You can hand it to the FBI and say, this is what we got on them, but it's going to cost you $500. Okay. So let me go ahead and pin this stream for you guys. Let's see who we can come up. Content creators, non-content creators, everybody is welcome. Nobody is blocked on this channel right now. I unblocked everybody from this channel. So everybody is welcome to share an opinion, to share a thought. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, I got a shameless plug. I'm going to put this in. Hold on. I'm going to put a link to this channel right here. 1 second. Because tomorrow night, we got a doozy. Oh, we got a doozy. We're about to hit 900 subs on this channel. My boy Hannibal and Dashing Trader, a special guest appearance tomorrow on the Pedro and Hannibal podcast. Many of you have checked it out. We talk hip hop, sports, life. We talk internet, locals, LOLCOWS. Look it up. If you Google LOL, all one word, LOLCOW, you could add an S or not. This just came to me. I just learned about this phenomenon this week. Because I'm not part of any other community on YouTube. And it's hilarious. It's just fun. So we've been having a lot of fun over there. I'm going to put a link to our channel in the chat. You guys go check us out tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is going to be fun time. So there's our channel right there. You guys see that link? Boom, boom. Click on that bad boy. Go subscribe and check it out. This collaboration will be amazing. Yes, that's the trader. He don't fuck around. Like, it's going to be fun. And me and Hannibal, we hold no punches. You know, Hannibal's mostly the chill one most of the time. He's the one that keeps the show going. I come in, I'm very opinionated. We talk about a lot of different things. We don't hold punches. And that's the trader. You know, he's bringing the fire. He's going to bring the heat. He's going to bring the nail clippers and the soap. And we're going to tomorrow's going to be lit. It's going to be crazy over there. So go check that link out. All right. So let me pin this for you guys. And let's get the StreamYard opened up for anybody that wants to come up. All right. Ooh, we just got a cut. Look at that. We got 3 subs. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. We have a good time over there. If you like hip hop and sports, this is a podcast for you. We haven't put a whole lot of time and effort. We've been doing this for like 13 months, right? This isn't new, but we have a fantastic time. I feel like I'm just talking to my friend, and we have a great chat. Regulars that come in there. We have a really good time. We're kind of on par with a lot of like current topics, sports, hip hop, fatherhood, men and women, relationships, locales, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's a good time. All right. So let me go ahead and pin this for you guys. 1 second. Sorry. So let's copy. Ooh, let's see. So definitely come check us out tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Oh man, it's fun. We've been having a good time over there. Some people make it too easy for us. All right. Let's go there. All right. Anybody is welcome. We got 360 in the building. Let's paste it. And I'm going to pin this for you guys. Henry Hill, Plant City in the building. All right. Marcia. Pin message. So what do you guys got on your mind? We talking about DoorDash data. Did you know you can get it? How's your market right now? Are you top dasher? Do you see the benefit? All that good stuff. We can talk content creation, the roles of content creators and their responsibility in this space to do certain videos, to share certain information. We can organically let the conversation go where it's gonna go. Let me clean the room up here. 1 second. What's that? Let's do that. And let's do that. Don't be shy. If you've never been a part of the show, please feel free to come up. I'll be nice. Anybody can come up. We are watching. The FBI is watching. Glitch still works. Yeah, I don't know. Does it? Gig Tax, what's up, brother? How are you? Thank you for the subscription. JP, they won't be deactivating people for the glitch, but they have fixed it. JP says they fixed it. I've heard mixed things. So it could be one of those things where in certain areas it's been patched and other areas not. You know how they beta test things and they who knows? It could be a process to where it's I don't know. I honestly, this is what I think. I don't think anybody's going to get deactivated at this point. I think it'd be more, they would be adding trouble to a troubled situation already. But I also don't think that it's a big deal. I don't think DoorDash thinks it's, I'll say this. My opinion is DoorDash, if they know about it, some people are saying that they do. Obviously, maybe they do know about it. I think this was put in to not penalize drivers when you're in a zone and you get that message and you're like, what? My phone didn't even go off. It said to try to send me a delivery. That's happened to every one of us at least a dozen times each. And when that would happen, your AR would go down. So imagine it's the 31st of the month and you're trying to get that AR up. You're at 68, 69%. It's 10:30 at night. You're in the zone. You get an offer, never hit your phone. Your AR goes down. So now you're a percentage down, maybe you're not, whatever, right? And you're like, oh, I only need to maybe take another couple orders. Now, because it glitched on you, you have to take one more order possibly, or two more orders to get to that 70 or whatever it is, right? So when you think about it like that, DoorDash, I think, put it in to protect dashers not to be penalized, but then people find things out. It's a computer, it's software, it's AI, right? But I don't think DoorDash gives a fuck, actually. I don't think they do. Just don't. I think bigger picture, it doesn't make a big difference for them if people are using it or not. That's my opinion. You guys could agree or disagree. We can talk about that if you want. And I have reasons for that. Because big companies look at things very differently than you and I. Now, for those of you that know, I've worked in a casino. I've worked in restaurants, right? My last job was the director of F&B at River City Casino. My boss was the president and GM of that casino. That was my direct boss. Okay. I was with him and then another group of about 7 of us. We ran that casino. We had our teams and our managers, our teams, our staff. So I was privy to a lot of information as far as P&Ls and budgets of all the departments and meetings. And we had to furlough people. Then we had to call people back. I was a part of a lot of inner working conversations on how people that are running billion-dollar entities, because Penn National Gaming, that was a gaming company, is the largest gaming company in North America. Look it up, Penn National Gaming. So the way these businesses think is completely different than you and I when we're sitting in a car getting offers on an interface. They're thinking about things years down the road, and they're not thinking about Pedro DoorDash Santiago. They're thinking about drivers as a whole and the moves and the things that they make. How is it going to affect the consumer, their investors, and the future outlook? They've already had a lot of smear campaigns, bad stories, news stories, bad content on social media made about them. They don't give a fuck about that stuff, guys. They do not care. And anybody that thinks DoorDash is going away, I mean, come on. Not right now, they're not. Not anytime soon, right? Okay. Oh, you worked at Penn National too? Yeah, it's the biggest casino, biggest gaming entertainment casino, whatever, in North America. They got so many properties. And I'm not sure I don't know if it's based on property size as it is revenue. I would imagine it's revenue. But yeah, local, not out of ESPN country. The Rookie Chef. What's up, man? It's been a while. Salute my boy Pedro, the Rookie Chef, stopping by to say what's up. Appreciate you, man. You just made my night, bro. Appreciate that very, very much. Good to see you. All right. So we have Cowboy Courier, Yost Malone. I got Lynn, Bud Soda. Let me see. I think there's a couple more people below here. Paul and Kevin. All right. So I'm going to let 3 people. We got 6 people waiting. We're going to bring 3 up and we're bringing another 3 up. So let's bring up Cowboy Courier, my man Yost Malone, and Lynn. How are you guys tonight?
Hello.
Good.
Hello.
Good.
Chilling. All right. So what do you guys got on your mind tonight? I'll start with ladies first. Lynn, what do you think about the topics or what do you got on your mind tonight?
Yeah, what I have on my mind is what's the new criteria for Top Dasher? I think I have the numbers, and do they contact you or you contact them? How does that work?
So you have to hit 70% acceptance rate by the end of the month. You got to have 100 deliveries for that month.
Oh, I see.
200 lifetime deliveries, and I think your customer rating has to be like 4.7 or higher.
Oh, all right.
Do you meet all that?
I meet most of that. I think I'm low on the 100.
Yeah. So if you don't hit that, then you won't get the email saying that and the only benefit is Dash Now. But you got to have all the 4 or 5 criteria to meet it.
Oh, okay. That's what it was, because I knew I had the other numbers were exceeded that. I think 4.87 customer rating. I definitely am 76%.
Yeah. So you didn't do enough deleries is what it was. And listen, I don't recommend Top Dasher. I'm not telling Dashers that you need it. It's going to make your life better.
I know.
But for some people, it might be a benefit. I think for me, the shopping pays is a better way to get the Dash Now, but that's just for me. But that's
I have Dash Now. That pops up in my market. That does pop out really, and that's really the only way. That's probably why I don't get the 100, because I just Dash Now. Kind of when it comes to it, I know about when it's going to be hot, and when it typically you get better offers, like in my neighboring market. In my immediate,
Well, you make money doing other apps, so I'm not surprised you don't. If you're not giving a lot of time to DoorDash, that 100 might be difficult. But,
yesterday, Uber Eats way hot. Hot with great offers. I think I got about 80 good offers and then got about 20 good ones, 20%, I should say.
Yeah.
Good offers on DoorDash, and about 80% really good one in that parlay, because Uber Eats hides tips. But at least when Uber Eats gives you an offer, I didn't mind the offer they just kind of throw out. Like say I got $10, $10.58 for 5.1 miles, and then an hour later it was $23 payout. I'm like, hello.
Can't beat that. I don't want to talk too much Top Dasher while Yost is here, because I don't want to scare Yost off. I know he is not one of them kind of drivers. So Yost, what's up?
No, if I accept it, my percentage is only up because DoorDash offered me enough good ones.
Oh, sure.
To put me up in that. And I did the reset a little bit. And then they have offered me, and since I just Dash Now as opposed to just scheduling out hours, that's what I think lowers mine. If I schedule like too many hours, a lot of times the Dash Now may be up to an hour or hour and a half, maybe tops, but largely it's about an hour usually. So whatever offers that I can parlay between Uber Eats, push the pause on DoorDash, so that I'm not offered a whole bunch of bad, DoorDash ones, and then lowers my percentage below the 70. I've been able to keep it above the 70 for a few months, but that's the only thing. I don't do 100. I have to see what I do And
Yeah,
DoorDash.
you would. It's probably you didn't do 100, but
Yeah.
Yost, what do you got in your mind, man? I don't want to scare you off with all this acceptance rate talk, man.
Hey, man, y'all do what y'all do. And the acceptance rate, y'all do what y'all do. Your boy ain't doing it. I think I'm at 14%. So that's how I roll. That's how I'm at 14%. Hey, you do what you do. But anyways, I got two things to say.
I'm ready.
Pedro, do you check your email?
Yeah, usually. Why?
Usually, your boy emailed you about something that would have been awesome.
Hold on. Did Yost Malone come up on here? Is he trolling?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, I did. I emailed you. I got receipts.
I got an email from you on 11/28/22 about a thumbnail. Was the last thing I got when I typed your name in.
If it didn't, that email, I'm gonna be so mad.
Remember when I was on your channel?
No, it was recent. It was like a month ago.
The only thing that came up for me is that.
What? Okay, I'm gonna have to resend it. I was gonna invite you to
I typed your name in, and that's what came up.
That's weird. Oh, well, another Mr.BetonYou, you must have got my email, because I was gonna invite you over to a game because St. Louis was playing today, and it was Labor Day weekend. But I digress.
Man, I could have went to that game because I didn't do shit today, man.
I was like, Pedro, I'm not gonna dump on my guy. He's been getting it from everybody, so I'm not gonna do you like that.
Oh, you ain't wrong about that, but listen, but you coming at me would be different than other people.
No, I wouldn't do that, man. You know, I got mad respect for
so
you.
Are you in St. Louis, or you were just thinking about coming to St. Louis?
I was gonna drive down today.
Got it.
Because they were playing, I forgot who St. Louis was playing. I was like, man, that would have been an awesome game. They played Kansas City, so it would have been fun. But
in St. Louis, they've been bad this year. I mean,
so are the Royals. They've been awful. Second thing, y'all are not going to believe what happened to me on Friday night. You're not going to believe it. So I was doing an alcohol order about 10 o'clock. And I was delivering to this house. It was a bottle of vodka. And let's just say the person's wife came to the door and just fill in the blank after that.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I missed part of that. Say it again.
The person's wife, I delivered a bottle of vodka over to a person's house. The person's wife came to the door and fill in the blank after that because I'm trying to keep it YouTube censored.
Oh, she was naked.
Yes.
Yost, did you fill in the blank?
Oh, no.
Cowboy Courier. Oh, Lord.
Your boy didn't do nothing. I looked away and was like, let me get this order done. It was very awkward. So I don't know if anybody else has an awkward situation that happened to them. But as a delivery driver, I was like, this is never, I've done like 4,000 deliveries. They're like, nothing remotely crazy has happened like this. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My wife's like, what the heck? I told the guy, I went back and did another alcohol order. I told the guy at the store, I was like, you're not going to believe what happened. And he just started rolling.
I mean, I've had similar things, I've had more things that are like that with rideshare, picking up people from bar. Like, I mean, I got hella stories about that, but I mean, it's just, I think some people just don't care, or they're intoxicated. They just want their vodka. They're like, oh, I don't care. I'm not putting a robot, and they're just happy to, or they want you to tell them, they want your story. They want you to tell the story of them. They want to, they think that's cool that,
it was weird, man. Like, who does that? It's a difference. It was weird, bro. How
does she look?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Hold on, but that matters, bro. What are you talking about? Plead the fifth. Listen, did she come out looking like Norbert? You know what I'm saying? The old Norbert's, like the Eddie Murphy movie, like the big woman, right?
No.
Oh, Rasputin.
Not at all. Not on that. I'm pleading the fifth just in case my wife or my parents see this. I'm pleading the fifth.
Fair. Yost, you are a smart, measured man. I respect that. Because I'll tell it like it is. Like, if she was fine, I'd be like, nah, she was really attractive. Or if she was like not attractive, I'd be like, oh no, I looked away really quick. Like, yeah.
I didn't say no. I didn't say it was bad, but your boy ain't gonna say that.
Oh, that's funny, man. Cowboy Courier, what do you got on your mind, man? How's your week been?
My week's been pretty darn good, man. I've kind of lucked out with some of the deliveries that have been thrown my way. Some of the offers I've gotten this week. I've been taking a ton of these like retail same day deliveries. You know, like Sephora's and Petco's and stuff. You know, so I'm printing some pretty good numbers this week, but I don't want to let it like it sort of affect my perception of like what kind of money can be made now that people are starting to go back to school. Because like there's this impulse in me to be like, oh, okay, so all these, you know, college kids, they're going away, you know, the driver saturation thing is going away, and look at how much money I'm printing again. But then when I look at the orders that I got, like, man, I got a $180 offer, single offer, owed to a $7 peak pay and a like 12 stop delivery from Sephora.
That's crazy.
You know? And so it's like, yeah, that's never happened to me before. Nothing even remotely close to that has happened to me before. So I don't want to be sitting here thinking like, yeah, now that these college kids are gone, look at how much I can bag. But it's like, you know, at the same time, it's like, man, these college kids are gone. Look how much money I bag. You know, like I'm consciously aware of like why that thinking is wrong, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I went into this week thinking like, all right, the kids are going away. I can finally kind of sample what is actually going to be in my future outlook here. And then this is the week that I'm getting hit with, where it's just like, so it's kind of this little bit of a roller coaster. So I feel like the data that I'm getting is impure, but at the same time, like, man, it feels real good to be making some money.
You know what, Cowboy? I think I made a video a couple weeks ago. I think we're going to see driver earnings go up the next couple of months, because school's back in session. So the saturation levels in certain markets, that will help it. But then also families value convenience. So I think we're going to see some grocery deliveries and food dinner deliveries. In some markets, if you're a seasonal market, the weather is going to start to shift. So people aren't going to be eating outside as much. They want to stay in. Let's get some takeout. Let's get Chinese or a pizza or whatever. So I think we're going to see that. People are going to stop vacationing for a little while. People like to eat when it gets cold. Like, these are all things that we're going to see. So I think we're going to, as drivers in this community, see a slight uptick in opportunities. Now, they might not all be good, but we still want to see opportunities, right? So I think you'll have a similar positive week next week as well. That's what
I think so too. You know, I've kind of considered all these different sort of aspects that are, you know, the confluence of all these circumstances that just surround this particular point in the year. You know, and like just the way that it's getting dark a little bit earlier, so it feels like those late night delivery periods, like there's definitely a point in time where I feel like there are less dashers out on the road. I see less of the same people sitting around in parking lots. And I think a lot of those guys, they say, okay, it's getting dark, I'm going home now, or I'm going to whatever the next order of business is. And I've always been like a late night dasher. I mean, first of all, I'm a natural night owl kind of insomniac type anyways, and I make a killing at night because there's, you know, just the order volume is just always there, you know, for me to be able to consistently be staying busy, and there's no traffic, so I'm just flying around, you know, driving like an absolute madman. And no, I'm a pretty safe driver. It's my parking is really the issue. I park like a maniac. I drive safe.
I'm
like
probably the opposite. I drive, I speed, you know, but like when I'm parking, I'm like careful because I don't want to like hit something or somebody, you know, but I'll drive 50. I'll drive 50 in a 35 all day. So
I'll drive up on like a pedestrian walkway just so that I can park and, you know, hop out of the door real quick. And I just figure like I'll be back in the car before enforcement or a tow truck can get here.
Yeah.
But like I've gotten enough tickets in my time and seen how, like I'm back on my insurance company's good graces right now. I got like that safe driver discount, and I got, you know, no tickets on my fresh record. Then I've been here before a couple years ago, and, you know, got a single ticket and saw how losing the safe driver discount and getting a ticket on your record, like the double whammy of how basically my insurance rate doubled. Off of one like 5 mile an hour over ticket. So I'm like a very cautious driver,
Yeah.
But when it comes to
I
parking,
need to be better.
I
need
don't
to be
worry
better.
about parking tickets because even when I get parking tickets, they don't go on your driving record.
Right.
So it's like it doesn't affect your insurance at all. It's just like, okay, there's a $40 hit.
No, but even a parking ticket or a speeding or any other traffic violation, it basically kills your day, right? I've gotten two.
Yeah.
I've gotten 2 speeding tickets in the 3 years I've done gig, and basically that day's just gone. I'm working for free, and it's a sucky feeling. I don't know, Lynn or Yost, have you guys had any tickets when you've been doing gig work?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I got two. Let me tell you this. Don't get me started on getting pulled over, but that's for a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. I got pulled over one time for a left turn while I was doing the Uber.
Okay.
He said and used a turn signal. And I saw him behind me and I used it. And your boy was about to fight it. And then I was like, it's not worth it. I did have it on my record, so I had to get a lawyer. But yeah, I got pulled up for a left turn, man. For you saying, oh, you need your signal. I'm like, you were behind me. And I told him, he's like, well, I was like, where's the camera footage? I was that guy.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Yeah. I was like, where
Yeah.
is the footage? And they said they couldn't. They said they didn't have it. It wasn't on.
Yeah. I'm a smart ass. When I've gotten tickets sometimes, I just go on the cops' energy. I'm always very respectful. I got my insurance.
Same
I'll
here.
give you my ID. But sometimes when they're just acting a little too extra, I'll just kind of give that energy back to them. You know, like the last guy. And, you know, I'm not being disrespectful, but that's just how I am sometimes. This last ticket I got, the guy was just like, yeah, you know, I think I was literally going, I made a video about it. I think I was going like a couple of mile an hour over the speed, like 2 or 3, right? And he gave me a ticket, right? I was going like 27 and a 25. Okay.
Oh, really?
On Lindell next to Forest Park. So if anybody in St. Louis knows what I'm talking about, there's a stretch on Lindell right next to Forest Park where these really nice homes are at. 25 mile an hour is what it is. And it's for like a couple of miles. And I was going 27, maybe 28. He issued me a ticket.
Didn't even have stopped you.
Yeah. I remember him giving me the ticket and I told him, man, do you not have anything better to do today? That's literally what I said. And he didn't even respond. So, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, most of the time they encourage them to, you know, go for the 10 mile and above because that above that you put points on license so they can get bigger fines. Usually a couple of miles they usually take. Don't even look at a person.
Bored. He must have been bored.
2 or 3 miles over, let them go. And but no, I haven't had a ticket, but I've been hit, and then T-bone, but so they did the wrong thing. They made a left-hand turn, and I ran into them, but it was their fault. Totaled my car and all that way, and hit a Dodge Durango that made a left turn in front of me. I T-boned them, but like I said, it was their fault. I haven't personally had any tickets or anything. I don't mind doing.
They could be, you know, my advice would be, and I got to do better at it, but like, even when you're driving, let's say you're driving 10 miles over, right? You're driving 50 and a 40 to get somewhere, right? Because we always want to get to that next order. You're really only getting there maybe a minute and a half. So like you're not really, you know, so that 150.
Not saving you any time.
Yeah, you're saving some time, but like it's not worth it possibly.
No, I mean, it's not really enough.
Right.
Really to do that. Right. Especially then you get stopped with the items in your car, and then that's a lot more time now and a ticket on top of it.
Bobby's in the chat. Bobby says, I always run stop signs. I do the rolling stop every time. I'm looking if there's nobody on either side and there's I'll slow down.
Bam,
but I'm actually not really stopping all the way. So I do that. I'm definitely a number one offender on that. So
all right, listen, hey Pedro.
Guys, yeah,
I'm gonna jump off. I know you're probably about to say it, but I'm about to jump off. Y'all follow this man. Subscribe to his channel if you're not subscribed.
Appreciate you,
my cash app's on the way. So
I hear that, man. All right, man. Thanks. And Lynn and Cowboy. Thank you, Yosin. Lynn, Cowboy, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let the other three people that have been waiting come up. You guys
a lot of fun.
One thing I want to throw in real quick for you, you know, about this. First of all, I think it's like a total Chad move to be like, hey, you know, my enemies, if they want to get the dirt on me, you can pay me. You know, if they want to take you down, they're like, I'm going to take them down. Have my $500. I'm taking you down. But then, okay, so here's my perspective on this, man. You gotta worry about these because these guys are slimy, man. Slimy. So imagine they pay you the $500. They get, you know, exclusive access to your data. And then they're going to come on. They're going to say, look at what I found, and make up a whole bunch of crap. You know, the doctor, some images. And then what are you gonna do? Are you gonna say, oh well, now I feel compelled to release to the public my data? But then they got you on the hook because it's like you sold private access to that data to them.
No, I'm just selling them. I'm selling them something that is for free that DoorDash provides any driver. And if they want to doctor it, I have the original. I have it, right? So I can. So for me, it's like, hey, if you guys are serious about doing things and you think you know, give me $500. I mean, it's very simple, and they're not going to. It's a little fun.
Ways it can be fun, you know. These guys, they'll do what they can. But hey, man, you're a giant in the space. It was fun watching you just kind of like I think I said it before that you're a dragon, you know, and it's like you just turned around and your tail like accidentally whapped these guys' towers and just crumpled them, man. Like you had this live stream, you're like, yeah, I'm exposing the liars and the cheats and the frauds, and I'm coming up here and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really have like much of a program planned out today. I'm gonna talk about it, and you guys want to come up here. They all come up and they just expose themselves.
It's you know what I liken it to. You know, I'm a big hip hop fan, right? So I liken it to like I'm like a battle rapper or like a rapper. And I'm decent, right? And I got all these guys or girls are like, I'm better than you. I think you're trash. You can't beat me. So then I open up the arena and say, all right, come on, let's battle rap. And then a couple of them came up and they just like blah, 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 and they just spewed bullshit out of their mouth, and I just went and did my thing, and then they went back to their little closet, and you know, it's fun. You got to have fun sometimes, so it's all good. You know?
Hey man, I'm gonna try and catch your little hangout tomorrow if I got the time, if I'm free. Hey,
we have a good time if you just plug in, and even if you just listen and not watch. I mean, we have a good time over there. I think you'll like it. So appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'll see you again.
All right, brother. All right, we got some guests waiting. I'm going to get you guys up in a moment. I see Bud Soda. I see Kevin. I see Dasher P. I also see Dasher Ben. So I'm going to get all of you guys up in a moment. Anybody that wants to come up is welcome to come up tonight. Let's see. Say hi to the chat. What up, Gigwise? Punk Rock. Jesse got someone good there. What up, Bobby? Honest Heather. I see you. Joe the Toe. God's Pirate. Always good to see you, brother. Jimmy Hayes. Shannon. Henry, my man DJ, I was happy to see you on the show on Thursday, man. You and Brittany look great. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Red Pool, Latavia. Hope I said that right. Latavia. Ryan, K Vag. Big Carl, Cray. Gig Tax, what's up? April Bean, The Review. Lottie Scorpio 85. I'm a Scorpio. I'm assuming Scorpio is your sign. I am a Scorpio as well. That tells you a lot about me, doesn't it? Let's see. Cray. I'll never have to worry about a speeding ticket on earned by time. That's pretty funny. I'm a good driver, but according to the law, I'm horrible, if that makes sense. I think some of you guys can relate, but I can whip these streets pretty good. And every once in a while you get a ticket, it happens. You get somebody to take care of it, so you get no points. So that usually costs an extra 100, 150. It is what it is. It's part of the active and the risk. You got to weigh the risk and reward. That's all it is, right? Scorpio. Yeah, what up, Shannon? Listen, Scorpio is where it's at, but Scorpios are different. We're just built. We're a little crazy sometimes, a little different. All right, so let's bring in Bud Soda. Bud Soda, listen, before I bring you up, I'm going to kick you off the stream. If you talk about stack, if you say stack and route in the same sentence, I'm going to kick you off. Any other words are good. Let's bring my man Bud Soda up. Where's he at? Look at him. He's smiling already. Bud Soda, what's up, man? How are you?
You got to know what I'm doing.
No, listen, I bring you up on the live, and immediately we hear Uber Eats thing going off. All right. Let me bring in Kevin. Kevin, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Pedro, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'll tell you one thing. Past couple of weeks, well, I've seen some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's been wild, hasn't it?
And I just want to say about this glitch thing.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you know, these people, these small-minded people, it was never your responsibility to announce it to the whole damn world. And you know what? It doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out. Because, and I watched that thing on the live where at the end, towards the end of your live, where Richard came up, and I also that Monday I watched his video, and he explained how it works a little bit different if you're got an iPhone or Android. Well, I got Android, so this past Tuesday afternoon, I was sitting there and I'm like, damn. You know what? Let me go try this out. I'm sitting there with like an 18% acceptance rate. I'm like, well, let's see how this works. And sure enough, bam! And by this past Wednesday afternoon, I had it up to like 68%. I've decided that I don't really want to use it because, you know, these people, a disclaimer for these people that think that you're never going to get deactivated for this. Well, the possibility is greater than zero. And but I will admit it's serious tempting to go back to use it.
Well,
and,
I mean, you got to do what you feel is right for you in your market and weigh the risk, and it's totally up. It's totally up to the individual, right? And and everybody's going to have pros and cons to any type of. And this isn't the only. There's all these apps have something. There's all these that's what I'm learning, at least in the last couple of weeks. Oh, Instacart has this, and there's one on Uber, and DoorDash has this. So you just have to weigh the risk and reward and figure out if that's something you're going to do. You know,
I'm already manipulating Uber.
And I do agree with John Billings. It's definitely a little bit more work. You gotta sit there because when you hear the notification, you gotta go ahead and go in that deal. You gotta turn that thing on, and then you gotta sit there and go to your home screen, and then you wait until you get that. Well, it never reached your phone and all this blah blah. And man, and the other thing is multi-apping. You know, you have given very, very good and sound advice. You haven't tried to mislead anybody, and you're just a really awesome person.
Kevin, I appreciate that. This is your first time on the show, right?
Yeah. This is my first time. I've been following you for I think it's been at least over 6 months, and you, Dancing Trader, Dasher Benz, Welty.
Nice.
Yeah, I tell you, and Jack Drives Fast. Cool. And now I'll tell you one thing, I love that feature on DoorDash when it came out a couple of months ago in my market. I got the notification to where, because I'm not really a big shopping guy, I will take him every so often. I get where you're coming from, use it as an opportunity, but I tell you, but I like the fact on DoorDash I can go ahead and just toggle it off, and not even see them.
You can. What market are you in, Kevin?
I'm here in the Jacksonville market, in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm in a small little town called Orange Park. That's actually south of the main area of Jacksonville. There's Green Cove to the south, St. Augustine.
I know where you are.
As a matter of fact, the DoorDash zone that I primarily gas in, called the West Side Zone, it is so massive that you could probably fit about at least 2 of your zones and still have room to speak.
Oh, that's not nothing. My zone's way bigger. I know where you are. A good friend of mine is from Jacksonville. He used to dash and do Uber. Oh, well, not dash, but he did Uber Eats down there. So I know exactly where you are. So there's potential in that market, and his friends tell him that like it's back, like it's doing really hot down there. So I'm glad you're doing well, Kevin.
Yeah. And let's see. Well, I started doing DoorDash December 18th, 2021, and for the longest time, I had always heard about people saying get activated multiple apps. Well, I kind of drug my feet. But December 8th of last year, I'm like, oh hell, let me go ahead and go on Uber Eats. And
Yeah.
I'm glad I did. I'm on the wait
Uber.
list. I'm on the wait list for Spark, Grubhub, Roadie, and I think Point Pickup.
What about Instacart?
Well, you know, but so I had a driver sometime last year. I was talking to her, and she's like, oh, you ought to do Instacart. It's less miles and everything. And but I don't know that shopping thing.
Do you like your Aldi stuff?
I've never really shopped at Aldi.
Oh, okay. You don't do DoorDash Aldi? Oh, okay. I was just asking.
No,
Pedro over here rocks it. So do I. I love my Aldi.
I've heard that Aldi is on DoorDash, but where I dash at, I dash in a little area called Fleming Island, my little honey hole, and so the nearest Aldi is about 6 or 8 miles. And
okay, that makes sense.
now I do know with Uber Eats, they have no problem and sending you to a restaurant or somewhere that's like 5 or 6, 7 miles away, and then they're 10 or 20 miles. I've noticed on DoorDash, I think you have to be a little bit closer to the location.
Maybe I sit in the Aldi parking lot because I got an Aldi by my house, so I start my day and I'll turn it on and I'll sit there even if it's later after lunch. I'll just sit in the parking lot because I can get an Aldi on Instacart or DoorDash, and I like them because the stores are small. But hold on, I got to mute you because you got a lot of background. I'll unmute you in a minute. The stores and all these stores for me in St. Louis aren't that big, so the footprint, you're not walking around a lot in the aisles, or I like them. That's just for me. And even on DoorDash on Aldi, if they're out of an item, you don't get penalized. So if the order's paying you $18, you're going to get $18, even if you only find one item. With Instacart, if you don't find items and they tipped off a percentage, your tip's going to go down most of the time. So, I mean, I like the Aldis. That's just me. I got to find the stores in your markets that we enjoy. But
you don't get penalized on the tip, but you do get penalized for the Dash Now. You have to fulfill all the items.
Yes. You have to have a 95% for the week. So if you're missing a couple, if you're missing a couple here or there, you'll still probably be okay. I've had to miss some or substitute, and I haven't missed it. So
I had a customer renege on like substitutes. They contact support and got refunds on 2 items, and I missed my 95% by 1%. I was at 94. Yeah, that hurt.
Well,
So
what else do you got on your mind, Bud Soda?
Go ahead. Okay, so we can keep preaching shops all day that no one wants to listen to. But as far as like multi-app goes, Kevin's right on. Like, don't be loyal to apps, guys. Like, get on board at all these apps in your areas. Grocery, catering, last mile. Like, we've been pushing this for how long now? And so if you're not doing this and you're not doing some market research and you're not doing some market experimentation, then you need to look in the mirror and take some self-accountability. Now, if you're waitlisted, you're waitlisted. But for now, get on every single app that's available in your market. Like, I'll put UDM sauce out here that he said before he revealed his secret catering app. You go on Google and you put in delivery driver, independent contractor. You can put in catering, you can put in grocery, you can put in last mile, and all that stuff for your city or your general area will pop up. And trust me, there's people who found out about regional apps that's not in anyone else's market doing that stuff.
That's a good idea.
So always look into that, guys. And PowerWorks, I can't push PowerWorks enough. Everyone's like, well, the $20 is 20 miles away from me. Okay, most of us are multi-appers. Most of us are multi-appers. Why not just work over there and see if you can get something going? I mean, now I get all the easy cares. They're all mine in my market. I'm in a little market, so I don't get many, but I'll tell you what, it helps a ton. Like when it's death slow out here and I got a $30 pre-schedule double, it really helps me. So definitely look into that. Also work with your merchants on that kind of stuff if you're working the catering apps. So if you got one that's a short route and one that's a longer route and the drop-off time is appropriate, but they're both pick up at the same time, call both your restaurants and arrange the time saying, hey, I'm your Easy Cater driver for this. Could you please have it ready by this or this? And if you're friendly with your merchants already, like I have been, and you work with them, they're going to do it. So that's my little bit of sauce that will really, really help you guys out.
I appreciate that, man. I think those are good advice, some good tools, especially if you're on these catering apps and these restaurants are looking for things sometimes off the books, or they know what they have coming up the next day or next week. And if you could facilitate and understand what they need, and you could cater it. Hold on. Let's got a lot of background. And if we could cater it to what might work for us as well, then it's like you're doing something for them. You're making some money for yourself. So I think that relationship building is super, super, super good. So Kevin, Bud Soda, I appreciate you guys for coming up, sharing some perspective. Kevin, thank you for coming up. Your first time on the show. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to let a couple other guys coming up. I'm going to bring them up on the live. So you gentlemen have a good rest of your evening.
You too, Pedro.
All right.
If you don't believe me, look at Noble Hustle, guys.
There we go. All right, Bud Soda. All right. So I see, hold on. I see Dasher P. I see Dasher Benj and the Driven Dad. So we have 3 gentlemen coming up with some very gig-centric names. I kind of like that. I'm going to bring you guys up in just a moment. I want to check the chat out for a minute. I think we have 2 gentlemen that I've called out in the last couple of weeks. So Eli and Brian from DoorDash Sucks. They seem to be in the chat, so they have time, but they don't want to click and come up and have a man-to-man conversation. But they can go live and talk about me. I think in the last couple of weeks, these gentlemen have said my name a combined 1,000 times. This StreamYard is open for everybody. You're welcome to bring any factual information you have, any questions that you have about the videos I've made, the money that I make, the message that I share. In my opinion, this might upset some people, but I am always going to keep it 100. And I've said these on this channel and on the Pedro and Hannibal podcast. And I can say this because I've made mistakes in the past when I haven't handled situations right. Real, genuine people with integrity and honor and respect come onto invited shows to share perspective when they are asked to come, especially if they have the time and they're in the chat. Real men do that. In my opinion, low IQ or low confidence individuals don't. They hide behind the keyboard. Which are you gentlemen? I'm right here. I'm 10 toes down every time. You guys can't say the same thing. All right. So Dasher P, Dasher Benj, and one of my all-time favorites, the Driven Dad. Gentlemen, how are you tonight?
We're doing good.
Good. What do you gentlemen have on your mind? I can't even see Dasher. Is that Dasher P? Okay, there he is. I see something. Who is that?
Oh, we gotta change that.
Hey,
is he there?
Too low, whatever.
Pedro.
No, I can.
Can you?
I kind of see.
Can you hear me?
I can, Tony. Yes.
All right. I just have one request from Bud Soda because I've heard him on a couple of streams now.
Yeah,
with his
please.
cheapo earbud. Please replace it with something better.
I had to mute him, man, because it's like I don't know if he's going through the Bluetooth, going through his car, or if it's in his ear, or.
He said it was the other night. I think it was on Flex's channel or something. He said it was his cheapo $3 earbud from some store. So invest in your tools, Bud Soda.
Facts. So Tony, what are you out doing?
Stacking route to like some AirPods or something.
Stacking route. Why do you have to be the one to say those words, man? I was trying to keep those words off the screen tonight.
I had to put it out there so that he could feel jealous that he wasn't allowed to say it.
Got it. So what do you got going on tonight, Tony? You working some quests, some challenges? What's going on in the rideshare world?
Really, my only thing, I wanted to save everybody's ears, and I'll let the other two have their chat with you.
Got it. How about Dasher P, man? What do you got going on? How's your night?
Life is good. I just have a couple questions. Why do people hate Top Dasher, basically?
Ooh, good question.
In my market, because I like to be able to dash anytime I want.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have Top Dasher, then it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. What market
that's
are you?
Why I like Uber Eats.
What market are you representing, Dasher P?
Up in New Jersey.
Okay. And you like Uber Eats because Uber Eats you just go on anytime you want, like, which is great.
You really can't. I mean, you can with Philly, but you can't with my area. So I guess I have to make the hike over to Philly.
What do you mean with Uber Eats? You can't just turn it on anytime you want in your area?
Oh yeah, Uber Eats you can.
Oh, you can. You found DoorDash.
Not with DoorDash.
Yeah. So you asked the first question: why does everybody hate Top Dasher? So I'll answer it, and I want Dasher Benz to chime in. I want to get his perspective as well. I didn't like it. I didn't like it a year and a half ago or so, 2 years, because I didn't think of Ben. I kind of thought you had to take a lot of crap orders in order to get higher acceptance rate, and then in doing that, you're costing yourself money, you're costing yourself profitability. But for me, I think DoorDash has changed since then, so I think I see true value in the Dash now. I think that's in a lot of markets that's a big deal, and that's why people go for the Top Dash route. That's the one perk, right? So, my mind's changed a little bit. Now, I'm still not somebody that advocates taking bad orders, whatever that means to you, like not profitable, backwards miles or putting you in a spot where you gotta it's not good or unsafe or whatever, right? Yeah, I still think you can get to that 70 without doing that. I do believe that in some markets, but Dasher Benz, what do you think? Why do you think there was so much Top Dasher hate back in the day and maybe even still now?
I do believe it comes down to, in a lot of people, just an unwillingness to try new things. And you are right. It did, at least before Earn by Time came along, it did mean taking a lot of really bad offers in a lot of places. But I've been able to since show, especially with Earn by Time, the rate increasing every few months or so. It turns a lot of the bad offers into better offers. And like I was telling you when we were when I was meeting you in person, in my market, it makes almost every single order $1 per mile or more. So that's an easy way to raise your acceptance rate. And from then on, I can more easily maintain it just by taking everything or almost everything that's $1 per mile or more. But these people have been programmed, or they program themselves to just in denial, don't want to, because, DoorDash is known for always lying about everything. So if they say acceptance rate matters,
it's a lie.
Because everybody knows DoorDash is always be lying about everything. But it's the fact that most people are toxic in general, especially in the internet age. They're on the Facebook and Reddit groups, and they see these astronomically bad offers in markets that have bodies of water you got to drive around. So you're seeing all these $3 for 20-mile orders that I never, ever, ever see in oil country down here. And they want to, because, they're just idiots. I'm not saying this about everybody who hates Top Dasher, but this is what I'm always hearing, because the what do you call it? The stereotype is, oh, you're Top Dasher. You have fun taking your $2 for 10-mile orders, running your car into the ground. I never see $2 for 10-mile in my market ever. We'll see $7 or $8 for 10 miles occasionally, but I'm showing every single offer that I'm taking, and I'm showing the ones I'm declining when I do a ride along, showing how I'm getting or maintaining my acceptance rate. And I'm never taking upside down offers. The last upside down order I took on DoorDash was a couple weeks ago. It was like $2 for 3 miles. And I took it because at the very same time, I was getting an Uber Eats offer going exactly the same direction. So I stacked those two on top of each other. I made like $10 for 4 miles. Sounds like running my car into the ground to me.
Yeah.
But everybody be like, no, wanting to pretend they know everybody's market and saying that all these trash offers are everywhere and that they're all that 90% of the offers on DoorDash are like that, and you have to take all that to get to Top Dasher, which is just not true.
Yeah, I think that somebody mentioned earlier, Pedro, you used to call Top Dashers clowns. I did. I don't take that back.
I think so.
I'm not proud of it. I don't take it back. That's how I felt at the time. But I think now what I've learned, because DoorDash has changed and evolved, and I think DoorDash has done some good things for the app and certain features, and we've talked about that. You know, they're evolving. I do think that, right?
They're a little behind. I mean, Uber Eats is a little bit ahead of them.
I think so. In some ways they are. Yeah. I think Uber Eats is, but in a lot of markets, DoorDash just has more power. So there's more opportunity in most markets, I think, right?
Uber
and in the
Eats
ways
has the you can dash whenever.
Yeah. But then they also have, Uber Eats has something that's a negative versus DoorDash, whereas like a customer can tip and they can remove it. Can't do that with DoorDash. Not as easy, right? So I think both apps have these pros and cons. But my point is, I think to be a clown driver, right? To be a clown, I think there are DoorDash drivers that have a 5% acceptance rate, cherry pick, and they're clowns too because of what they do with the app and how they manipulate it and how they treat customers. And I think that there are dashers that have 100% acceptance rate and that can make money and they're great people and they're not clowns, right? So I think clowns is at this point, it's just like there's clowns on DoorDash as a gig worker come in all shapes and sizes. And I don't think your acceptance rate dictates what kind of driver you are, because I think our markets are very different. People can get to these acceptance rates, obviously, many different ways. They could get, so I think our experiences are very personalized, and that's okay. My only challenge and what I've been talking about since day one is basically, just make sure you know your numbers. Make sure, are you really making money? So when Dasher Benz talks about having a stack or whatever, and it's like $10 for 4 miles, I think most of us would take that, right? That's good, right? But there are drivers out there that'll take a double order. Maybe it's $6 going 8 miles. And while, you're going to make $6, but if it's taking you kind of in a bad spot, or you spent 45 minutes to make $8, that's not really great, right? So
as soon as I see the like 6 for 2 orders, I automatically split it. That's the way I look at it. It's like either 3 and 3 or 4 and whatever.
Yeah. I hear you.
I mean,
I just think we gotta just make sure we're looking at our numbers and the profits and your mileage and whatever's important to you and the vehicle that you use in your market at that time of day, right? Because there are times like Dasher Benz is talking about 10 for 4. Depending on the merchant and the time of day, I will decline a 10 for 4. This past week, I declined a $30 order from a restaurant because it was like 20 miles, right? Because I love the cash flow, but it took me to a part of St. Louis I didn't want to be in, and I knew I was going to have to come back because I was close to the house, and I don't know if I'm going to get something coming back. So I was like, I'm not, hey, that person tipped really well. It's $30 is great cash flow, but I'm not going to take it because, it's not always miles to money, cash flow, amount. There's a lot of other factors I think we have to take into consideration, at least for me. But Dasher Benz, what do you say to that?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to depend on time of day, where you're wanting to go, because I know the feeling. I've just a few nights this week, I've forgotten to turn off Uber Eats right as I pull into my driveway, and then I get this really good looking offer, and it's like, I want to take that, but I don't. It's just, especially since those are where the better money to mile orders are at, and when it gets late at night like that, but then there are times when it'll take me full circle a little bit back towards my apartment. So
I hear that. So Dasher P, I don't think I asked you, how long have you been doing the gig apps, man? How long have you been doing this kind of work?
This is actually my first year. So I was Top Dasher for 6 months.
Okay.
And then these last 2 months, I've been trying to get back on it because I need to have it back to where I can dash anytime I want for winter, because I work during the summer season. So I use DoorDash and Uber Eats for winter.
Got it.
So it's kind of got to ban off this one and then go on to that one.
Yeah. I hear that.
But mostly my son does everything. I mean,
so you're driving and he's picking up or what?
Yeah, he's picking up and dropping off and doing everything.
Got it.
Yeah,
hold on.
We're a team.
Do you guys do that when you dash?
He can see the orders and he's like, "Yep, nope." So
I know the bad ones and know the good ones.
Yep, it's good stuff.
That's what's up. So Dasher Benz, I saw you on UDM's on Saturday. I popped in for a minute, so that was it was good to see you over there, man. It was like you guys had a good conversation.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, he, I guess, discovered a couple of those recent talking videos I did, and he commented that he'd like to have me on, and we started emailing back and forth. And yeah, he's gonna be having a new guest host like every week for his breakfast Saturday lives. And yeah, he kind of liked my perspective in those videos, and he wanted me to join in. So that was really cool. It was fun. Yeah.
We got a random Ryan with us. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? I think your mic's muted if you want to unmute it. Try it now.
Yeah, my bad. Can you hear me good now?
No, we're good. Can you hear?
Okay.
We can hear you. Yeah. What do you got on your mind, man? How you doing?
1 second. My bad. I started some work. Oh, he's finishing. Well, so I've been listening for a while, and you mentioned earlier in this live that you mentioned a topic that you'd be willing to talk about a little bit, and it has to do with gig, but also not. I used to DoorDash and Instacart. I still do it on the side here and there when I'm bored, need to get some fresh air, just something on site, like literally.
You're breaking up a little bit. Yeah, you're breaking up, man. We can't hear you.
Let me see something.
Yeah.
Maybe hop out and come back in. Shout out to Rideshare Rodeo. What's up, Steve? How you doing? DJ Tricks, Dad Dash, delivering with Ellen. I see all you guys. All right, Ryan. Try to say something now. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I think he's having some connection issues. Dasher Benz, Dasher P, I appreciate y'all for coming up. I got a few other people waiting in the back. I'm gonna try to let them up, and I'm gonna read the chat as well. If you guys have any parting words, if you guys got any last words, go ahead and share them now.
Sure. Yeah, just kind of wanted to come on real quick and give some content to those brain dead kindergarten dropouts watching your channel right here. One's being like, oh, check the active time versus dash time. Dead giveaway. August 28th through September 3rd. My active time, 14 hours, 48 minutes. Dash time, 20 hours, 22 minutes. Don't know if you can see that right there. Yeah, so dead giveaway, my foot, having used the infamous glitch 0 times in my life, and all of this being completely organic, 75% acceptance rate and 95% completion rate as of right now. There's something called pausing orders, or pausing your dash. As I've documented for months, my strategy is to be pausing the dash with the handy little pause orders after delivery button right at the top of DoorDash when I see a good offer on another app. So I spent 5.5 hours this week, about 5 hours on average, with my dash paused. So you want to be making stuff up, show the whole world how brain dead you are, just being a narrow-minded when you've already demonstrated you can't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah, I don't even think they're in the forest. I don't know where they're at. They're lost. It's okay though. It's fine. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has opinions and things. But you know, I just find it funny that you know.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
this is
community, y'all's community, your flat Earth cult. You call your community.
Yeah.
Go back to bed.
Dasher Ben's bringing a fire. Dasher
But yeah,
P, any final words?
Can I show us the dash time and the active dash that we did this week?
Go ahead. Yeah. Let me see. It's hard to just read it off to us. Read off your numbers.
13 hours and 28 minutes for active time. Dash time 17 hours and 32 minutes.
Okay, so 4 hours, and Dasher Bench was what, about 5.5 or so, right? Was that right?
Yeah, 5.5 hours difference.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, does that prove anything? Who knows? It proves that you can either pause or you can be sitting. You can be, if you're somebody like me, and I don't go home at 2:00. A lot of you guys go home at 2, you know, and you go back out. I stay out for the whole time because I'm trying to get to a number, right? So I don't go home. Sometimes I do, but most, so from 2 to 4, when it's slow, I am out. So there are times where there's 30 minutes, the phone doesn't go off. Or if it goes off, it's trash, right? And you're still on the dash. So, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is. This is fun. We're having fun. And then October 1st, we'll be done. So you gentlemen, appreciate you, Benj, and Dasher P. Appreciate you guys spending time with us tonight. Thank you very much.
I have one more thing.
Okay.
Those no tippers that keep, those no tipper YouTubers that keep complaining about no tips. We actually had one, and I was actually complaining about it on a certain other YouTuber's Discord. We went and did a pickup for her, and then we brought all the stuff into her house. It was a shopping drop, and for some reason, my son decided to show her our end of it, and she's like, it showed no tip. And she's like, I gave them a tip. Why didn't DoorDash give them the tip that I gave them? So that kind of makes you wonder about the no tippers.
Yeah,
if DoorDash is actually stealing the tips.
It could be that. It's hard to say. I think some people say they left the tip and they're saying it just to save face. It could be that, right? They want to make you feel and they know they didn't, or they thought they did and they didn't. You know, it's hard to say. I don't know. I know DoorDash was admitted and I guess found guilty of stealing tips or shaving tips in the past, but I have no idea if that's happening now. I don't know how we could even prove it. It's hard.
She said like they took the tip out of her banking account to put it in the tip. That's the tip.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't put it on there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Depending on how if she put in that order through the website of the restaurant, per their contract with DoorDash, can actually manipulate that tip and give some of it to their staff and some of it to the driver. So it could have been a case where that happened, to where, let's say it was a $5 tip and they see that and they took that $5, and then when they sent it and distributed it to the DoorDash app for you, the tip wasn't there. So it could have been the customer was telling the truth, but then the merchant did something. So that is a possibility as well, depending on how they order it. So,
okay, thank you for somewhat clarifying.
Yeah, I hope that helps. But you know, there's other variables. But I know that.
Oh, she was so pissed off. She was like,
"Yeah,
I'm going to call DoorDash and da." I'm like,
yeah. Well, you know, now DoorDash gives the option where a customer can add a tip. So if that happens again, you can always let them know they could. But if she already did it once, you might not want to do it again. But
no, she gave us a cash tip. So
right. Well, that's good. Dasher P, I appreciate you coming up, man. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend.
Deuces, bro.
All right. I see Mr. Flex and I see Nick. I'm going to bring you guys up in a moment. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. I got Black Jesus in here. Stop lying. Non-tippers will never tip. What up? Bobby says that customer punked you. It could be that. I mentioned that. It could be. Jay Patel says dash time 64 active, 64 hours active time 621 this week. You made 621, but your dash time was 64. Okay, 325 on the other app. Okay, got it. Abby Lynn, what up? Inspector Colombo, what up? I had a customer on Uber Eats who told me the app wouldn't let tips, so she tipped in cash as delivering with Ellen. That's crazy. Wow, the FBI is still watching, is here. Or the customer is full of shit. Yep, could be that. Cray. Yeah, definitely could be that. I think some customers just want to save face. So, Could be that. All right, so let's bring up Nick and Mr. Flex. I think Jesse summoned Mr. Flex to the stream. What's up, bro?
I've been summoned.
You've been summoned. I'm going to bring Nick up as well. Nick, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Mr. Flex, what do you got on your mind, bro? What's up, man? How you doing?
What makes people think because they're showing their active versus not active time is gonna make proof fucking something? Like what the
dude?
fuck?
It's
how about
wild.
Show your text messages where it shows how many times you've been paused? That might prove something.
Could be that. Could be that. That's a smarter way of doing it. But
instead of that, because I know your ass might delete that fucking shit. Instead of that, give us the fucking script of your text messages.
Yeah, I mean
AT&T or whatever the fuck.
Let's get the phone records, right?
Right,
So hey, if you guys
phone
want my
records.
phone records, I use T-Mobile, right? Yeah, I had Sprint and it changed to T-Mobile. Listen, the same offer. The bidding starts at $500. So if you guys want real facts, listen. It's only going to cost you $500. You guys put in $100 each.
Jeff Thomas might do it. You know, he wants that information, right, Thomas?
$500, guys.
I know you
$500. I'm giving
you.
you.
How about you, Brian?
You
You're in the chat. You've been
golden
in the chat, bro.
Yeah,
He's been in the chat.
Golden opportunity. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? How's your Labor Day weekend been?
Shut up, Roy.
It's going. It's going good. Yeah, I did numbers because people I don't think believe on the shop and deliver what you say. I've never used the glitch. My acceptance rate's like 10%. So this week I did 29 shop and delivers.
That's a lot. Damn. Okay. Nice.
My biggest week was 32. 206 from DoorDash. 204 from customer tips. I've only done 33 hours this week and 604.
Got it. So I'm
33 hours of active time.
Right. And now you can dash now next week.
Like I said, I do that every week.
Every week, yeah.
Because remember, I've been saying if they change the stuff.
Yeah, what's you want to share mine? I did $1,022. Active time 20 hours 17 minutes. Sitting on my ass 51 hours.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Sleeping.
Damn. Yeah. But you keep it on all day. You just never.
I keep my app on all day. I don't.
Right.
And they don't.
Yeah. Well, I
did 55 deliveries this week.
Yeah, I can't do shit at night. The headlights just not good for me.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I come home by 9 o'clock. 8, 9 o'clock.
So 23 active. I had the Dash app on for 30 hours. I worked 4 hours or so, or 5 hours on Instacart. So I had the apps on because Instacart's a little different. I had the apps on for 35, 36 hours. I worked 30 hours this week, something like that, or 29. And I made 1,152. But that's 2 apps, not just one. I made 719 on DoorDash. DoorDash paid 311, customer tip 405.16. So it's 719.78. I think I had a couple one or two orders. I got half pay because the restaurant was closed. I did 72 deliveries, so a lot more than Flex. So he has that LOP. I don't have LOP. So I basically averaged $10 a delivery on DoorDash this week. So those are my stats.
I think I probably average usually most weeks around 12 to 13.
Yeah.
Because I focus on the shop and deliver. Because half the time I can get in and out of these Targets and Myers because I know them so well. To where it's like I waited a few minutes longer for food, and usually I'm driving 4 or 5 miles to deliver them.
Yeah, same.
My
thing is, go ahead. Flex.
I don't know what happened about a year ago. I was doing what he's doing, shopping deliveries. They were like fucking spark. You get what I'm saying? And they were good. Those were good. That was good money. I would be doing sometimes 15 to 20 shopping deliveries per day.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back through your emails and find your last shop and deliver email they sent you, and go to the bottom.
The test.
Fill out all the tests on the bottom. Yes.
Yep. I did all that too. Yep. I'm telling you, for me,
I remember they used to send it to me, and I used to ignore them. I just stopped.
Well, just search back through them and complete those surveys. Because, like, I mean, hell, I had 11 by like Wednesday midday.
Yeah. Same, man. I don't do as many as you, but I recommend them because for me, I can shop them quick, and as long as the only thing that's bad about them is if they're out of something, and that's going to happen, or if the line's long, because that adds time, right? But we're gonna go to restaurants and wait sometimes anyway. So for me, it's like I just I like the cash flow on them. It gets me to my goal a little bit quicker rather than doing some smaller orders because I don't have LOP right now. So I'll get it eventually one day. I think I'm just on a list, I guess, or something. I don't know. I got to keep calling like Flex says, but I'm lazy. So,
like today, I went out. I had limited time. I left my house at 12:30. I got back at 3:30. I immediately got a 16.25. It was actually a stacked for fresh time, going like 8.5 miles. I went to Myers, got one that was $15, going 5 miles. Then I went to Myers, didn't send me anything quick, so I went up and sat in the Target parking lot, which is about 5 miles away. I got a 32.75 for 9 items going 8 miles.
Yeah. I love them, man.
That was a $25 tip on that one.
Yeah, I do. We have a local grocery store called Deerberg's in St. Louis. I get some good ones from them because it's kind of a higher end grocery store. It's local, and I mean, customers tipping afterwards now and throwing me an extra $5. Like, I mean, shopping pays where it's at for me in St. Louis at least. But everybody's going to have a different perspective. But
we'll see.
But they send me pre-shopped offers from the same spot I used to do shopping.
Oh yeah,
pre-shop, just in and out.
How do those pay?
Pretty much the same. A little bit under it because those shopping offers they could pay up to like $30-$40. These ones like the highest I've seen like 25 or $28.
It's so Mr. Flex. It's kind of like those are kind of like a catering order, right? A little bit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like you're picking.
They
up
started. They actually for ShopRites you could actually they could fucking throw a catering order in there. Actually delivered a catering order. It was like
that's wild.
$2-something thousand worth of stuff.
Damn. What's the payout on that?
They actually didn't want to really give it to me because they didn't think it would fit into my WRX.
Yeah. You don't put stuff. You use your trunk or just your back seats?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, both.
Use the trunk. Yeah, utilize it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the cargo mat in there, and I got the dog cover thing in the back seat.
Yeah.
You have to use that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming up. I got some people waiting, and I'm gonna roll, and I'm trying to get Eli and Brian to come up, but I don't think
these bitch ass motherfuckers, you fucking bastards, you better come up here. You talking all that shit.
I'm gonna try my best right now, Flex. All right, I'll see y'all later, Kevin. Or Nick,
all right, see you, man.
Good one, brother. Thanks.
See you, man.
All right, so let's see. Let's stay in the chat for a minute. Let's see. The Jedi Drive, same dude, got me twice. Flex with the language. Listen, we'll be back October 1st. Back to the regularly scheduled program. We're back to getting that money. And we're about to be monetized on a Pedro and Hannibal podcast pretty soon here. And that's going to be fun because that's a completely different experience, different channel. That's going to be just a little cherry on top. So let's see. I see a Val and a Michael. I'm going to bring these gentlemen up right now. I do want to say, I know that Brian and Eli are listening. You guys should come on the show. This is the most watched gig economy live podcast in this space. If you guys have a message, if you guys have questions, this is the place you want to come. When you guys, Eli, when you go live, nobody is watching you. So come on, get your microphone, put your hat on, come on the show, and we can have a civilized conversation like men. But it doesn't look like you can do that. It's very sad, the state of men in 2023 in this country. It's very, very, it makes me cry a little bit. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I want to shed some tears for these gentlemen because to be that sad and weak and lonely, I've been there before. So I know how that feels, not to have the courage to come up, but just to make videos on your own because that's a lot. It's easy. I could turn a camera on right now, not be live and make a video. It's very, very, very easy. Right. I know a lot of people are watching, but you gentlemen have a lot to say. You should come up. That's what men do. All right, that's enough of that. Let's bring up our guests that actually want to come on the show. I don't think Val's been on before, or Michael, but maybe they're new. I can't remember. I'm going to bring these gentlemen up. Maybe they have a different perspective. Gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going
What's
good.
happening?
What's up? What's up? What do you guys got on your mind tonight?
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, like, you know how my market is, because I do DoorDash, I do Instacart a little bit. I actually just got on you know Delivered, right?
I do. I've heard of Delivered, but I'm not on Delivered. But yes, I've heard of the catering app, right?
Yeah. I'm just signing everything just to have more opportunity, you know. But other than that, yeah, I've done only just one Delivered. It was just a catering. I think it was like 7 miles. It was like $20. But they only gave me one, and now I guess I'm waiting until there's another offer. They send you like the offer like the night before, and you can accept it if you want to.
So, which is kind of cool because you can start your day saying, "Hey, I got a $20, $30, $40. You got that in my bag already," which is kind of nice, right?
Yeah. So that's why I'm just just giving it a shot. But mainly right now, I do more DoorDash because it's just in and out real quick. I was doing Uber Eats, but I don't know, my acceptance rate's low, and they just want to give me crap, and I'm just like, I'm not about it.
I hear that.
So now it's just like, because right now I'm at work, because I do security as well. So when I get off work here, there you go.
I see 20. Okay, you gonna take that? Is it good?
I would.
No, I'm going to the college. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're okay.
Oh, you're good. But either than that, like, I'll get off work here about 12, and I'll go dash probably till, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning. But usually it's like a $5 base pay around 12 to 2, around Scottsdale area. Sometimes Gilbert, because I'm right now in the Phoenix area.
So Arizona. Okay.
Yeah. It's really not bad pay. Usually average about 20 to $30 an hour. Usually about 25, averagely. But lately, since it is the holiday, it's a lot more, which is good. I do the shopping deliveries. I guess like Walgreens. I also do the prescription pickup too.
I've done a couple of those. I've probably done maybe three on DoorDash and Walgreens. They don't pay a lot, but they're always, at least for me, the 3 I've done, they're like $5 or $5.50 or $6 for like 1 mile or half a mile, and it's usually at like 3 o'clock, and it's kind of slow. And I don't mind doing them because I'm bringing somebody something that they actually need. And I don't on those. I don't care if there's a tip. It doesn't matter because like it's just miles to money, and it's fine. It is what it is. But I've only done maybe 3, maybe 4 of those. Yeah.
See, out here, I like to look for those because they're averaging out to between $13 to $16 just to deliver that. It's literally 5 miles or so, or I'm just wow, like just give me some more of those, you know.
Yeah, that's all day, man. That's all day. Val, what do you got on what do you got on your mind? I see you eating a sandwich. You're making me hungry, bro. Like, come on, man. What do you got on that sandwich, bro?
Dude. I was doing Amazon DSP.
Okay, tell me about that. How's that work?
Man, I was making $18 an hour. You got to get there at 8:50, and then can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're good.
So $8.50, $18. You get there at 8:50, and then
at morning or night, morning or nighttime.
Morning in my DSP in Texas.
Okay.
Then they load you up with like 20 totes, like plastic totes, and then like 30 fucking medium packages, you know, like a microwave. And then, you know, you throw that upside down. And then they want to give you 10 hours. No, but they want you to finish early. If you finish early, you get, you know, you get to go rescue somebody else.
See, $18, I guess for me, I wouldn't do it because I can make more with the other apps. But I mean, having that guaranteed money is nice. Are you using your vehicle or their vehicle?
No, it's their van. So they got
van.
they got a camera. Like they watch everything you do.
Yeah, yeah.
So I put like a T-shirt over the camera, and it didn't. I wasn't wearing the seatbelt. I was breaking the rules, smoking weed and stuff. I'm not trying to gloat, but I guess when you get older, when you start doing bad things, then you start feeling bad. You start, start feeling karma. Like now you got a flat tire in your own car. Like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, why didn't you want them to see you? Because what's the problem with that? Why cover it?
No, like I wouldn't wear my seatbelt, so like every time you gotta, it's like 150 times you gotta do that. So I'm running, I'm trying to finish quick, and it was too hot. It was like 110 degrees, 115, and then they still want you to finish, and I would have to drive 10 miles back. And then you got to fill up their gas tank after you're done, all finished and dead. I'm driving home and I'm like, man, I could do this on DoorDash if I'm not lucky in my market. I got to struggle and survive just to get 100 a day. So
no, I hear you. And the 18, right? So you're not using your fuel and you're not depreciating your car. So let's say you were making 25 an hour with DoorDash, it's about the same, right?
Yeah.
So right? So there's, we hear 18 and a lot of us in the chat, mommy, oh, that's low. I can make 20 with DoorDash. Yeah, but you're not making 20 with DoorDash because you're using your car, you're using your vehicle. So,
One more thing, I saw your video when you were stranded, right? And then, I was like, man. I was like, hey, Joe, stranded in this, man. But you got the money to fix your stuff quick.
Oh, no, that was on, you talking about this week on Monday?
One of these days, I saw
Monday.
it.
Yeah. Monday. Yeah.
I saw that.
I had a question about, hey, Val, I have a question. I used to do Amazon too. And I couldn't do it, man. It's too hot out here and just so many deliveries. They just pack the truck like crazy. I understand where you're coming from. So you know what I do now? I literally sit on my butt, do nothing. I can go trade on the market if I want to on my laptop. I just do security. It's $23 an hour.
Oh, security.
So yeah, dude. Like honestly, if I were you, just switch over to find a security job, dude. You just sit there and do nothing. Like I'm sitting here on the podcast talking to you guys, and then after I'm done with security, I'm gonna go out and do some deliveries.
Is it security and you're in a car, like a parking lot? You're monitoring a lot?
No, actually, I'm just in a building, just sitting here in the office. There's nobody here. It's just me. I can literally just go take a nap if I want to.
Can
and
you?
Get paid,
somebody in the chat. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I got some people that are saying they're going to sick the FBI on me. Okay, so for fraud. And when you came up, Michael, people are like, "Oh, the FBI is here because you have a badge on." Look at this.
No. I'm just security. That's it. Just security.
That's fine.
It's another, it's another contracting job, of course.
Yeah.
You get a schedule. You just show up to a spot. You hang out there all day. You just bring some food and you just sit, and that's it. And you're done. And then I'll just go do deliveries right after. So. Yeah, because Amazon, man, oh my God, I don't like apartments. They freak me out because it just gets crazy. Yeah. And another thing in my market, I usually like to do DoorDash in Gilbert because it's mainly houses. I'm like, man, I just pick up and drop instead of trying to go through all these apartments. But I've noticed the DoorDash app has got a little better with their pings. So it's definitely helped a little bit for the apartment.
Let me interrupt with the when you get a ping and it shows you the location, you can actually tap on the destination. It'll have like the number of the house or the apartment. You click on it and it'll actually do, while you're waiting for the timer to go out, you can do it quick and you can see if you're gonna hit an apartment or so to see if that delivery is even worth it, like a hospital or something,
Yeah, that's a good point. When I get offers, I'll zoom in. Yeah, what kind of building is this? Is it a building that I've had issues with, right? Where I don't want to go? Or if it's a building I've never been, it looks big and there's, I'm like, what's happening here? Like it says leave it at the door, but I know that's not going to be it. Like, are they going to be ready? Like, so I think looking at that and doing a little recon before you accept it, or even while you're waiting, so that you could either text the customer like, hey, I see this is a big building. Is there anything I need to know? Like it says leave it at the door. Is there going to be security? Ask them a couple questions before, so when you get there, like you're ready and they're ready, and it saves time, So that's a good point. I think we lost Val. Michael, I appreciate you coming on, man. Have a good rest of your night. Be safe. And did you say you're going to dash when you're done?
Oh yeah, I get off here at 12, and it's usually that's when it's really hitting in my market. It's like $5 base pay, $3 base pay, depending where I go. So I might go to Scottsdale and just hang out there. Probably dash about 3 hours. You make some quick money real quick. So yeah,
that's what's up. Well, have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend. Be safe, and I hope you have a good, successful, profitable night with the gig apps, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, brother. All right. I always like to see some new faces, different perspective. Always love to see that. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate y'all in the chat. I see you guys are having a good time talking in there. I love it. I love it. Scooter Bud, what's up? Thank you, Pedro. Good show tonight, Bud. Out. Have a good one, man. Amazon sucks, says Black Jesus. Too many dog customers won't come out. Yeah, dogs, man. I love dogs. I got a dog. I've had dogs growing up. But yeah, you never know. Some dogs, I mean, you're like, if that tail's wagging, you good. If that tail ain't wagging, be careful with the dogs, man. You never know what you might get into, right? Let's see. I do want to say, I think Dad Dash hit 1,000 subscribers. We congratulated John Billings earlier. He was a special guest. He was just coming in a little bit late to the show. Watched the replay. He came in, I think, about 20 minutes into the show. John Billings came up. Dad Dash hit 1K, I believe, this week or so. So congratulations. It's a big deal when you're a content creator and you hit 1,000 subscribers. It's a badge of honor, man. Like, you work hard for that. You're able to possibly get monetized and maybe make a little money for making videos. I'm all for that. Nothing wrong with that. It could really, and then, if you get lucky and start building your audience, I mean, it could really be serious money on YouTube, right? It really can. Steve, what's up? I'm undercover, retired FBI now. I'm part-time FBI and part-time courier driver. Pay is about the same. Bear down. What's up, Henry Hill? Yes, sir. Football starts. Pedro stranded? No, that was on Monday. I did a video. I had a couple of things done on the car. I picked the car up. I think, was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, actually. No, it was Monday. I picked the car up. I go to Walgreens to pick up an order. I get back in my car. It's like 3 items or something. Try the car. I just picked it up now from the shop. Car didn't start. I was about a half mile or 0.7 of a mile right down this like straight shot from the customer. I walked the delivery to the customer, walked back to the car. I had to wait for the tow truck, get the car back to the shop. They fixed it. I had it back the next day, Tuesday. I wound up still working Monday with my girl's car. But yeah, I made a video and I was like, my car don't start. It's, one of those kind of like bad day kind of videos, but it all worked out okay. It's car troubles. While it sucks, it's not the end of the world, right? Yo, Pedro, can I hit you up on your email with some YouTube questions? Sure, absolutely. Hit me up, Mr.BetonYou, Mr.BetonYou81@gmail.com. It's in the About section of the YouTube channel page. If you want to go there for it, that's where you can find that information. So fun live stream tonight. No drama tonight. We had some people show up, but they're cowards. I'm going to keep saying it because that's an appropriate word. I will say this because I said I'm cleaning the closet out and the slander will not continue anymore. Opinions are okay. Everybody has an opinion. I don't need to be liked by everybody. Okay. Nobody is liked by everybody. That's not the purpose of having a channel or life. If you worry too much about what other people's opinions of you, it's irrelevant. It really is. But when the slander and the misinformation, that's what I like to clear up because I have a brand here on YouTube. I have 2 beautiful people that rely on me. 100% of the income of this house comes from me. Let me repeat that. 100% of everything is paid by me. I'm proud to say that. That's how our situation is. So when I see anybody putting out misinformation, slander and they're lying, I'm going to call you out on it. Well, October 1st comes, I'm done with it. I won't pay any attention to it. I've got receipts to back everything up. So if these gentlemen, they like to do videos, I'll come on your show as well and be respectful, because men should talk about things. If you're going to talk about another man's family, Mr. Coach Eli, I'm talking to you directly, and I question you on it, and then you backpedal and, no, not good enough. So it is what it is. But listen, it's not about being liked. It's about proving ignorant people wrong so that the viewers can get the truth and get the real. That is important, I think, especially now. We as gig workers want transparency, right? We use that word a lot. We want truth. I just want to know what I'm going to get paid. I want this, want that. So we should be willing to give it in the YouTube land as well. I believe that. I really do. So I've called these gentlemen out and publicly, they're cowards. There's no other way around it. You guys are half of men. I know that will offend some people, but I believe people should act a certain way. Man or woman, you should have integrity, honor. You should be truthful. You should keep your word. So if somebody says, hey, don't say something, and they're a friend of yours, you don't say something. Let's read the chat. Kualaya, appreciate you. All right. DJ, got it. Pedro, go out there and crash their party. I don't know what that means. Teaching new people basics and shit. That's where you all bank. Teaching new people basics and shit. That's where you all bank. I don't know what that means. But there's a lot of new people. Yeah, just let it go now and keep going after all the new dashers. That's where the money is. Yeah, I think a lot of new people are still going to come to these apps. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But this channel's always been, we're talking DoorDash, we're talking perspective, we're talking about what new things happen to the app. But I also share my life, like my day. And this is part of what's been happening. So I'm not going to hide and from that. Just not, because this is a DoorDash channel, but it's a vlog style channel. I share a lot with you guys, and I'm okay with that. But you bring up a great point. That's not lost on me. I appreciate that perspective. Pedro, going to get an order started? Oh no, I'm not. Pedro, what did you use to dye your beard? Bro, what are you talking about? I think it's the lighting. I have grays. I've never, Bobby, let me say this publicly, because you're always coming at my beard, bro. Listen. Bobby. Oh, Bobby. I've never dyed my beard. I will never dye my beard. If it's gray, it's gray. I like the gray. I'll never dye my beard. I would never do that. Sorry to disappoint you. But I wish I could get a sponsorship from like Just for Men or something. I would totally put that little thing right here and Just for Men. For the men that have gray beards or need a touch up on their gray, Just for Men. I mean, listen, give me some money. I'll plug that shit. But I don't use it, so I can't plug it. It's a dark light. Yeah. So I have one of those like what do you call them? Like the TikTok lights, right? My pops got it for me when I started this channel, like for Christmas or that year. He's like, hey, use this for your whatever, And I've used it, but there's one other light that's real light there. It's not very bright. I have actually a remote for it. Let me turn it off. Okay, so I just turned that off. Let me see if it makes a difference. Let me look at it. See the difference here. Lighting kit for yes, you're right. Okay, so I just turned that off, right? And yeah, I guess it looks about the same. Yeah, I might have to do that because I don't, and I'm in a basement, so like the lighting here is weird anyway. But I think I definitely want to level up the studio. Another light. I want to get another camera. I need another monitor so I can show things a little easier versus having to do it all from the laptop. I think the microphone sounds okay. You guys tell me. I don't know. I think that sounds okay. But the lighting and the angle, I think I could love. I think it will give you guys a different experience and make it look a little more clean, a little more professional, right? You guys are telling me about some live. I don't know what's going to listen. I'm focused on y'all, but we've had a good time. What time is it? 11:19. So we've been on for a little over 2 hours. If you guys got some questions, let's talk. I'll put some comments up. Let's have a little discussion here. What do you guys got on your mind? Let me see. I'll read some, see if I can't put them up. Pedro, don't hardly have grays because no, I got some grays, but I have my beard's not long, but it's a beard, but they're in there. If I trim my beard lower, they're more prominent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to keep it a clean kind of beard a little bit, you know, a little cleaner than I did last year. I think it looks a little better like that. Microphone is good. Okay, that's good. This is the second microphone I've used. I've had like a JBL before, but it was one that captured the sound like in the whole room. This is more direct. So I think this is why this one sounds a little bit better. Pedro, you can get a camera webcam, isn't letting your lights work too good. Okay, why haven't you tried onboard catering apps? Why haven't you tried? I don't know, Bud Soda, because I do okay with the apps I have. I started the process of Deliver That last year, and I just never finished the videos and the onboarding and stuff like that. But Tony's beard is better. That is a fact. I cannot deny that. I'm ashamed to even be in his presence because like I'm standing there thinking I look good, and Tony walks by me. He's like, God, Tony, come on, don't stand by me with that beard, bro. You're making me look bad. Have you ever heard or used the wallet app? You know what, Todd? I have not. I do not know much about that. I have been introduced to that company. I think it's a banking company, but I have not used it. We are shaving isn't good though. Wander Franco. Oh my God. No, he didn't. That's a bad story. Don't say that. Join the catering call, Pedro. We're waiting. I know, Cray. I know. I'm still waiting to get on Curry, man. I got the app, but I'm not on yet. Have you considered medical courier? Kevin, I know it's out there, but I haven't really considered or done any homework or due diligence on that. I just haven't. Am I grilling tomorrow? I'm not. I do have a grill. I've only used it once in the last 4 months. I'm not grilling tomorrow. I'm actually going to work for a little while, and then I think I'm going to my pops. Possibly he might be grilling, but I'm not going to grill tomorrow. I know, Red. I gotta. Gigwise is on Curry. Okay. Bears over under 8 wins over. I got the Bears at 11 wins. I know that might sound a lot. I have them at 11. I looked at the schedule. I'm going to go to one game this year. Loving the teaching job. What up, Glenn? I'm happy to hear that, man. Love that. Who is this who's K? I don't know who this K. Listen, I unblocked everybody, and I don't even want you guys to block or time out people unless they're saying something like prejudice or hateful. If they're just spewing ignorance, let it stand. It's like I don't even. They need attention, so let's. October 1st, we'll go back to blocking regular people, but I want everybody until then to have the opportunity to come on the show and speak, right? Because anything after October 1st is that people are having opinions about, it's just an opinion. It can't be the news. It can't be fact. It can't be factual. At that point, October 1st would have been 6 weeks of us as content creators showing you what we're doing out here. Yeah, Bears aren't winning more than 9. Bobby. 11. Who they playing for? I forgot who they play for. Oh, they play the Packers. That's a W. I can't wait. I'm a big football fan, big basketball fan. Thursday night, I think the Chiefs play the Lions. I'll definitely be watching that. Pedro, how do I speak to you about gig companies scamming drivers? I guess you could send me an email. That would be the best way. Gig apps exposed in the house. We will see each other in court after October. Hold on. Somebody verify if that's actually. Hold on, let me click on it. Hold on, that can't be him. Go to channel. Let me see. Yeah, that's not even the same dude. That's not even him. So all of us that are thinking that somebody's trolling, that's not Brian from Gig Apps Exposed. Oh. It's not him, guys. It's not him. That's funny though. I thought it was him. I was actually kind of like, I hope he would come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not him. I fully agree with you, Pedro. Integrity, honor, honesty, loyalty go a long way. Yeah. You know, and I have to be honest. Like, oh God, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've not always lived those words every single day. And it's really hard to sometimes. We're flawed. you know. And me, like I was always somebody that worked a lot. I always did a lot. I coached teams. I was working. Had a daughter when I was young. Had relationships. Very close to my family. Had a really great group of a small group of friends. Like I always sometimes try to do too much, and when you do that, it's hard to live those values because you're always trying to either appease or you're really busy and you're worried about money or you're worried about this, and it can be difficult to do that, right? I've gotten a lot better as the years have gone along because I've made a lot of mistakes, right? So when I see people acting crazy, part of what I need to work on is, because I've said this before, your biggest strength is usually your biggest weakness. And I have a couple of strengths and I have a couple, I got some weaknesses. And sometimes I always want to try to do what they call in therapy, they call us the firefighters, right? When you see a problem, you automatically get into action and you want to be a firefighter and put the fire out, right? You get your hose, you get this, you get that, and you feel like, oh, you want to be the hero and you want to like improve the situation, fix the situation. And sometimes other people don't need that, or they don't want it, or they don't deserve it. And I sometimes, too many times, at least recently, and at other stages in my life, I look at somebody and say, that person's wrong. I want to prove them wrong. I want to prove that they're wrong. And that's not a good thing, right? Because there's nothing that you need to prove necessarily to anybody but yourself. But sometimes you look at like an individual and they're like, they are so wrong about so much. You want to show them what they're wrong about, or at least have a conversation so that, you can understand some things, right? So that's what I got to work on. I got to care a little bit less about insignificant people in your life, right? But sometimes it's hard because you see videos and comments and you get an email and it's like it just hits you and it's a lot. I mean, I get a lot every day and it could be overwhelming sometimes. So me, I come from a place where I used to hide behind certain things, right? Now it's like I like to attack things head on, and I'll make a video, I'll do a live, I'll address it head on. If there's an issue, I'm going to tackle it head on, even if it's going to be difficult or it might not be a positive thing in the moment. Usually when you attack things head on and you have difficult conversations, whatever, it'll be beneficial long term. So Black Jesus, appreciate you. You lower yourself to their level when you get sucked into the drama. Good point. Good point. St. Louis lost football. Yep. Good night, Red. Appreciate y'all. Listen, I think this is a good time to end the live. I don't have anything else for y'all. Looking forward to a really good week. I do want a couple of things to let you guys know. So tomorrow, I'm gonna put the channel in again. Pedro and Hannibal podcast. It's gonna be on fire tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. So let me go ahead and share this link with you guys, and come on over tomorrow. And we're gonna be. I mean, we hold no punches over there. It's gonna be very entertaining. It's gonna be a good time. So I'm gonna put that in for you guys. If you want to come check it out, go over there and check it out. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. There it is. I'm going to replace that as a new pinned comment if I can. Hold on. Oh, God bless. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Come on, man. Oh, Lord. I don't like that. Hold on. What do we do here? Why is it not letting me pin it? Oh, why does it just keep going to hold on. Oh my God. Too many. Okay, there we go. Replace pin. So go check out Pedro and Hannibal podcast. We're at Dash and Trader's going to be over there tomorrow. We're going to be exposing the ignorant clowns. And we talk about a lot over there. And then Wednesday, I'll be on the Money Hungry show on the Rideshare Guy with Kim Side Money Plans and Zach Drives Fast. I believe that's at 7 Eastern. I don't know. I'm going to be there. It's on my calendar. The three of us, first time on that show. Very excited about that. Not sure what the topics are, but they talk a lot about current topics, gig topics, obviously, things that made the news, TikToks. Really cool little show over there. So really excited about being there. That's going to be on Wednesday. And that's all I have that's going on YouTube for next week. I'll obviously be making some content, making some shorts, showing you guys what's going on. Plan on doing an Instacart video this week. And then I have an idea of doing a very, very unique live next week. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it, it's an idea. I'm just going to tease y'all with it. I've never seen it done before. And there's a lot of lives in this community. I've done a lot of live ride-alongs, but this ride-along would be very different. Some of you might think it's boring, and some I think might think it's intriguing and would watch for that reason. So be on the lookout for that. If I do it, it's probably going to be Thursday or Friday. Okay. Can we go back to cooking? April, man, I need to do one of those. I'll tell you what, you know what? I'm gonna put a reminder in my phone. I would love to do a cooking with Pedro because we had fun. We did 2 or 3 of those. I should probably do one of those before October 1st. I think that's a good idea. Listen, y'all are great. Appreciate y'all. Come check out Pedro and Hannibal podcast tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. It's going to be crazy. Dashing Trader's going to join us, and we are going to be talking about some locals. If you don't know what that is, type in LOLCOW in your Google search engine or whatever you use, and go down a rabbit hole for 20 minutes. You're going to laugh your ass off. We'll talk about fake disciples, fake coaches, fake gurus, hip hop, upcoming football season. We hold no punches. We usually go about an hour, at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half tomorrow, probably about an hour and a half tomorrow. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Grab your popcorn, whatever you like, a nice beverage. Come listen to us talk our talk on the Pedro and Hannibal podcast. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your Labor Day weekend. And if you're not working tomorrow, I hope you enjoy your day.